Welcome to K9 Boxing. So we got what we thought we was gonna get anyway. The trilogy. Yes, the trilogy. Now we wanted it maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. But it's here finally. And
No,
thanks to Canelo Alvarez. What up though, big fella? Yeah, thanks to Canelo Alvarez dropping the egg. Or thanks to Dmitry Bivol making a statement. Whatever the case, we here. Yes, we here. The trilogy, which is September the 17th. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we got it going on. We also Triple G versus Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G. Can you hear me now? Return of the Hall of Fame right though. Yeah, so yeah, September 17th, we got Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G. Now, will Triple G be able to take advantage of Canelo Alvarez coming off a loss? Because, a
um,
loss ain't that bad. Yeah, loss ain't that bad. What up, Terry Smooth? What's happening with you? A loss ain't that bad, you know what I mean, when you early on in your career. Appreciate you, big fella. But when you later on in your career and you picking and choosing, it's not a good look to have a loss against somebody you picked. Now you chose that destiny. You chose that fighter. You chose that death wish. Now, if Triple G was to beat Canelo, which I doubt, in my opinion, you know, but what if he win? And if he beat him, will Dmitry Bivol have something to do with that? Or will Jonathan Banks have something to do with that? And I actually just got off the phone a few hours ago with Triple G's trainer, Jonathan Banks. And I'm happy for him. He's in a good place, win, lose, or draw. Financially, he gonna be all right. But I know he want to get the dub. We always want to get the dub. Ain't nothing like getting the dub. And if Canelo Alvarez gets stops or loses to Triple G, it's gonna be a bad look because losing two fights in a row is not good at all. Not losing a fight is not good at all. I'd have lost a fight. I always came back, bounced back with 6 or 7 in a row, dubs. So losing back to back is not a good thing, not a good look at all. Terry Smooth said, I think Canelo will have to move and tread lightly now because that loss to Bivol did hurt some of that credibility. I mean, we know, just like we all know that everybody's human. Even though you won't think, you might not think that everybody's human because some people seem to be not human until they lose. People thought Mike Tyson wasn't human till he got in the ring with Buster Douglas. But yeah, Canelo is human. Axe Mayweather. But after that, seemed unhuman. Went on a tear. Didn't lose a fight in what, 9 years? Then took off. You know what I mean? Signed with DAZN, left Golden Boy, got some pocket change. You know, pocket change, 30 million, 40, 50 million. Light work, pocket change. You know, we would say big bills. Anytime, you know, you lose a fight and you can go gamble 10,000 a hand, woo, pocket change. Canelo Alvarez did whatever he could to get, you know, the cobwebs, the memories of losing a fight to Bivol, somebody he chose to fight. You know, Anthony Joshua, he chose Andrew Reeves Jr. He was the A side. And when you the A side, you got the power to pick. You know, and now you think about it, Canelo Alvarez probably should have took Triple G first instead of the other way around. He's forced to fight Triple G now because it's in the contract. But then again, I'm quite sure in the contract, if he lost to Dmitry Bivol, it would be an automatic rematch. But I don't think you want to take a chance in somebody that beat him easy. And in the gym, we say easy work. It was easy work. I don't think you want to take a chance and losing back to back because, like I know, and like he know, a loss back to back would be detrimental to his career, not just to his health, but to his career. Now, Golovkin, Triple G, was the same Triple G. Where would Canelo go after the loss to Dmitry Bivol? Because just think about it. If he lost to Dmitry Bivol, somebody he handpicked, and then had to fight the old Triple G, he probably would even chose that route to fight with his own. He would have took Charlo and Benavidez. Or, who knows? I don't think there's no other way he could have went. No other way he could have went. What's up, the Press for Conversation podcast? Yeah. Golovkin would KO the gingerbread man. I don't know. Catch me if you can. I'm the gingerbread man. Hashtag dogs us. Let's go, champ. Yeah. If Triple G beats Canelo, that's it for the money for Canelo. I don't agree. Don't forget, he's the only redhead Mexican I ever saw in my entire life. So he's worth at least $10 million a fight. Probably the rest of his career. Win, lose, or draw. Canelo Alvarez is the new golden boy. That's right. He is the new golden boy. At K9 Boxing. Yes, indeed. Spud, what up, though? Yeah, who y'all got winning? September the 17th. You know Canelo Alvarez is going to be mad, super mad. And Triple G is going to have to win this fight. Because if he don't win this fight, it's over. It's over. And I don't want to be screaming, stop it! No, I don't want to be screaming that. I want to see Triple G retire Canelo Alvarez. Now, as bad as that would be for boxing, I'm pulling for him because humble dude, and of course, because my man's in them Jonathan Banks is in his corner. So we rolling with Triple G. Now, even though I don't think he's going to win, I'm definitely hoping he do. Canelo Alvarez is going to be real mad. And definitely we're going to have to drug test him because he's going to try to do whatever it takes to win this fight. He might even pay the judges off. Like, listen, bro, he get to speaking English. You know, he has been getting, speaking good English lately. You say he gonna fight Triple G, and then surprisingly he gonna retire. I doubt it. I think after he fight Triple G, he gonna either fight Dmitry Bivol, or he's gonna go sign a contract to fight with PBC and take on Charlo. See, he ain't gonna fight Dimitri. He ain't gonna fight David Benavidez first. I think he's gonna beat Triple G. Hopefully, I'm wrong, and then sign with DAZN. Sign with PBC and fight Charlo. Because David Benavidez is hot, 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 and he's hard to beat. And he's king of the ring at 168. I don't know if we had Canelo Alvarez before the loss, king of the ring at 168. But now that he's lost at 175 and moved back down to 168, I got David Benavidez, the headhunter, the king of the ring at 168. And at 175, skill for skill, we go roll with Dmitry Bivol. But power, we go with Bibiev. Better beef. There we go. And he's a lot of people's favorite fighter. Like I said, he got that red hair. El Toro, what's up, though, buddy? Canelo has 10 fights left. He wants that Mayweather money. Shoot, he already getting it, boy. He already getting it. Yes, Prime Boxing say Number was the king of the ring. Yeah. But we gonna find out. Because this is a do or die fight for both guys. Canelo Alvarez must wins. Triple G must win. It's a must-win fight for both guys. A must-win fight. And, even though Canelo Alvarez didn't win the fight against Dmitry Bivol, he didn't get knocked out. Here's a little bitty guy, moves up in weight, goes up to 175. Started boxing, I believe. Now, don't quote me on it, but I believe. Because he did fight one of my little homies. The pain server, Leonardo Tyner. And Leonardo Tyner was little. So at 147, he went from 147 all the way up to 175. Was thinking about going to cruiserweight. So a loss against Dmitry Bivol, who was a good fighter. I don't know if I can say great because he hasn't had enough fights yet, but he's beat a great fighter. So I guess you would qualify him as great. So if Canelo Alvarez can go all the way up there and smoke guys, remember he won a world title at 175, but he just bit off a little more than he can chew, but he didn't get knocked out. I think if Triple G would have went up in weight and fought against Dmitry Bivol, the situation would have been a lot different. Even though Triple G is a big 160-pounder, I think that Dmitry Bivol would have boxed his socks off because remember, Triple G is trying to do what Dmitry Bivol been doing. He's trying to box now. And I don't know if I know he carried the weight up and still had a power, but he's not used to moving with all that weight in a boxing ring, a professional fight at 175. So at 175, how good will Triple G be? Or look, will we ever even see Triple G at 175? I seriously doubt it. And I think that at 168 will be the best move for him. Speaking at 168, is Canelo Alvarez and Triple G gonna fight at 168? I think if Canelo Alvarez can get down to 160 and be strong at it, I think he'd be way too strong for Triple G. I think Triple G would be better at fighting Canelo Alvarez at 168 where he can gain more power. But Triple G has never fought at 168. So it's going to be mighty interesting. Mighty interesting. And A fight with Triple G and Canelo Alvarez is a lot better than a fight with Dmitry Bivol, Canelo Alvarez too. Now, tell me what you guys think. Would you rather see Canelo Alvarez and Triple G or Dmitry Bivol and Canelo Alvarez too? You gotta remember, even though Dmitry Bivol beat Canelo Alvarez, nobody still knows him. And I think Triple G won the first fight too. But you just about got to kill Canelo Alvarez to get a W. I'm telling you, look when he fought Mayweather. Mayweather clearly dominated that fight, and guess what? One judge had him winning. So, is Triple G catching Canelo Alvarez at the right time? Talk to me. I don't know. Yeah, that would have been a good fight right there. Yeah. But it never happened because Andre Ward is done. Done. Jimmy, you agree that Triple G won the first fight? I definitely agree that Triple G won the first fight. The second fight, though, he lost because Canelo Alvarez fought him and beat him at his own fight. And when he told Triple G that he was going to fight him, Triple G said, yeah, well, come on. He thought that, because he was the bigger man and was supposed to be the bigger man, there ain't no way Canelo Alvarez was going to fight him toe-to-toe. And he did what he said he was going to do. And he conquered and he won. In my eyes, even if it ain't in y'all eyes. Yes, indeed. So, will Triple G make a statement? Will Canelo Alvarez stop Triple G? Because, I think that Triple G has been looking so bad lately, even though he won his last fight, that as good as Canelo Alvarez has been looking outside his last fight and as strong as Canelo Alvarez has gotten, I think he got the power and the strength to just walk Canelo down. Canelo has the power to walk Triple G down. Canelo has, gotten real strong. Just think about all the weight that he done picked up to fight at 168, to fight at 175. And remember, he was thinking about fighting at 190 pounds or 180-some pounds, cruiserweight. Now, the man got power now. I don't even think at one point in time, even though Daniel Jacobs exposed Triple G, and everybody wanted to fight him after that, because you just think, Canelo Alvarez is an opportunist, just like Jake Paul, just like Floyd Mayweather, the opportunist. As soon as Triple G looked human, and which was the biggest victory that Daniel Jacobs had to this day, which wasn't even a victory, just a simple fact that he stopped the record of Triple G consecutive knockouts. That was a victory for him. And from there on out, Daniel Jacobs became a star. Daniel Jacobs signed with DAZN and got in the zone and made a lot of money just going the distance with Triple G. From there on out, guess what? Canelo Alvarez came and he said, you know what? If Daniel Jacobs can go the distance, a lot of people think beat Triple G, then I know, being a Mexican, and the referees being on my side, because I got red hair, you already know what it is. So even though he lost that first fight because Triple G wasn't quite done, and in my eyes, he lost that first fight, the second fight, he made up for it. Just like in the first fight, when Floyd Mayweather fought Castillo, a lot of people think that Floyd Mayweather lost that fight. But he came back and he adapted and won the second fight. The same as Jermell Charlo. To me, he lost the first fight when he fought against Brian Castano and came back and won the second fight. It's like I lost the first fight to Saúl Powell. I came back and won the second fight. So Canelo Alvarez knows how to adjust. Now, if he fights Dmitry Bivol in the near future, most likely it's going to be after Dmitry Bivol done took a few licks. You know, and I got in the ring with Bill, and I got in the ring with Joe Smith. Then got in there with some heavy hitters. Then got touched up a little bit because I think that Canelo Alvarez, you know, just felt that he didn't have the power, but he had the size. So even though he wasn't punching as hard as a 175-pounder, the average 175-pounder, he still got that size on his side. And Canelo Alvarez couldn't get past his size, the weight, the reach, the footwork. And we all know that Canelo has problems with boxers that's good on their feet. And yeah, my son fights at 154. And Turo said he thinks Jacob won that fight. Now, if Daniel Jacobs had a big name, then yeah, he won that fight. But Triple G was the one going into that fight with the big name. And they just not going to give it to you when you the B side. And that's just real talk. Yeah. We're going to be split. What up, though, champ? You all right? Yeah, Canelo clearly won Rodney the second fight. Clearly. And yeah, he's an old man. He's an old man. But 40 depends on who you are. You got to remember, I won my second world title at the age of 41. So I'm singing Aaliyah's song, age ain't number the number. It depends on who it is. Now, I think that Triple G, if he didn't try to change his style when he moved up in weight, I think at 168, he'd be a force. He would probably be the old Triple G. You know, you have to adapt as you get older. But when it's over, it's over. One thing that's undefeated for sure is Father Time. For sure. Yeah, it says, Jamil says Triple G fight style seems to change. Now it looks like a jabber now, but looks so out of his prime. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And that's one of the things that can come back to haunt him in this fight against Canelo Alvarez. You know, if it ain't broke, why is he trying to fix it? But you can't blame Jonathan Banks, the homie, the big homie, for giving Triple G what he wants. Triple G wants to box. He wants to move and I guess preserve the little bit he might have left of his career. And you can do that by knocking guys out, putting that fear factor in them like you used to have. Your guys used to fear Triple G. Now, I'm not saying he Mike Tyson, but he did put fear in a lot of people. And just think, you can say what you want to say. Canelo Alvarez was fearful to fight Triple G at one point in time. But Daniel Jacobs went out there and showed him the code. He popped the lock. Now, everybody has the know-how or think they have the know-how to beat Triple G. And if you got heart, if you can fight, if you can punch, if you can box a little bit, I don't know what kind of style Canelo Alvarez is going to fight Triple G with, because he tried to walk Dmitry Bivol down and it didn't work. So is he going to adjust to start trying to box a little bit? You know, if it ain't broke, why fix it? But going back to the drawing board, Canelo Alvarez has to do something different. Now, he clearly beat Triple G the last fight, but he lost his last fight. So will he try to change like he fighting Dmitry Bivol, or will he go look at some video and fight Triple G like he fought him the second time? It's a long couple of months before we'll find out. So where we at? We in May, June, July, August, September. We talking about 4 months. Anything can happen in 4 months. Anything can happen in 4 months. And if I'm not mistaken, Triple G is a Russian, right? It ain't Russian in war right now. So who knows? Will they even allow Triple G to fight Canelo Alvarez in September? We don't know what's going to happen in September. Now, the fight is scheduled to fight. They scheduled to fight each other in September. But who knows what might happen. September is a long time from now. And Triple G was able to fight in his last fight. And before the knockout, I was like, man, what is Triple G doing? Look like that fight between him and Canelo Alvarez is in jeopardy. Because if he lost that fight, I don't know if they could sell the fight between him and Canelo Alvarez. It just lets you know how big sentiment is. Because put the shoe on the other foot. If Canelo loses to Dmitry Bivol, the fight can still happen. Because he is the Sandman, the Cinnamon Man, the Bread Man. And no matter what, the Mexicans gonna support him. So if Triple G would have lost, it would have been over. But he won. But Canelo lost, and it still ain't over. And that's good. I wish it could be like that with all fighters, or just about all fighters. You know, you lose one time, why I gotta be over with, you know? It's over. You lose one fight and it's over. Terrible. It ain't like that in MMA. So why should it be like that in boxing? I guess you have to really make a name for yourself. And you definitely need the right team. You need the right promoter. Promoters, if they put that money behind you, they're going to make sure you don't disappear. So you got to get them to put that money up. When they put that money up, they got to try to get their money back. Yeah, 1994. BB. K9, to be fair, it don't matter what style Canelo fight Triple G with. Since Canelo and Triple G last fight in 2019, Canelo is a whole different animal. Now Triple G is dead. No doubt. Yeah, you is right. He is. Since the last time they fought, he done gained a lot of experience. He done moved all the way up in weight, and he's used to getting hit by bigger guys. So at one point in time, getting hit by Triple G was like, whoa, boy. You kind of remind me of some of these trainers. They be in a corner, or they fighters, and when a punch come at them, they be trying to get out the way for their fighters. I be love watching. I be like, look at the trainer, look at him. He be, because his fighter about to get hit, he be trying to move out the way for him. I be laughing like a mug. And boy, I thought I was going to do that for Canelo Alvarez when Triple G fought him the first time. Ooh, whoa! Watch out! Watch it! Watch it! But boy, it ain't gonna be like that now. Now we're gonna have to be looking at Triple G and saying to Triple G, "Ooh, watch out! Watch out! Watch out!" Man, because listen, Canelo Alvarez is gonna be throwing that leather. He is gonna be letting it go. He gonna be letting it go, bro. I'm telling you. And man, it's gonna be sad to see if it happened. Triple G gets stopped. That's gonna be a sad day because Triple G's a good guy. All I ever heard him say was Big Drama Show. Big Drama Show. That's all we ever heard. Big Drama Show. And boy, I think it's gonna be the Big Drama Show. The other way around. In favor of the cinnamon, the candy man. Oh my goodness. But hey, it is what it is. Maybe he has had enough time. He spent enough time with Jonathan Banks to know the crunk style. So maybe he'll be able to stick and move. Bop, maybe he can box like Tyson Fury. Hey, maybe he got a little skills. You know what I mean? He can do more than just knock your head off. Because, hey, he going to need a whole lot of tricks. He going to have to punch. He going to have to get some respect because, man, I can't wait to see this fight. I ain't going to lie to you, It'd have been better to see this fight. If Triple G knocked somebody out and you're like, ooh, Triple G's back. I'm talking about a knockout, a real knockout. Not the way the last fight, it was hard. It was hard. Triple G pulled it off. I'm quite sure the only highlight they're going to show to promote the fight is when Triple G knocked his opponent out. But if you saw the whole fight, you was like worried, like, ooh, is he going to actually fight Canelo Alvarez? Because it looked like he about to lose. And guess what? It was the other man that lost. It was the one that we thought was going to win. I thought Canelo Alvarez. I thought Cinnamon was going to beat Dimitri Bivol. I can't cap. I can't sit there and cap and say, that I thought that Dimitri Bivol was going to win. One thing I knew is that he could fight. But I never really paid attention to him, or I didn't think that he had the power to get the respect from Canelo. One thing that he didn't do that other guys that were bigger than him did is he didn't run. He didn't let Canelo Alvarez walk him down, and that's why it's hard to say I had respect or I got respect for the guys that Canelo Alvarez got in the ring with that were bigger than him, naturally bigger than him. You going like this, you backing up and you doing rolling and fighting like you, Mayweather. I can understand Mayweather boxing because Mayweather wasn't the bigger guy, But when you cater plant and you fight at 168 and you got a little guy that's moving up in weight to fight you, to take something from you, you got to be like, sit down. Sit down. Sit your butt down, little boy. I'm a grown man. And that didn't happen. And even Daniel Jacobs, I think he just wanted to make it competitive. I think he wanted to go the distance, and that was a win for him. And he should have been trying to knock Triple G out because he could have beat Triple G. It was a close fight, but I think his victory was just going to decision. Not getting knocked out. He was happy as I don't know, like, you ain't knocked me out. Nah. And that wasn't enough. He should have, come here. I'm the bigger man. You coming from 47. I've been fighting at 160 my whole career. Boy. And I just didn't see that in him. But Dimitri Bivol, in the weigh-in, he looked like Bruce Lee. He like, I'm not playing with you. He was serious. Look, he turned to Manny Pacquiao, like Manny Pacquiao be right before the bell go ding, ding, ding. He turned to Bruce Lee. And that's what Dimitri Bivol did. He did not let the little man bully him. Little man, I think they talking about some Canelo 5'9" or whatever, 5'8". Canelo is 5'7", might be 5'6". Little bitty guy. Moving up in weight, talking about he about to go up to cruiserweight. That's right, because these guys act like they're scared of him. And all he doing is the same stuff. You go look at some of his videos, all you see is a trainer with the little noodles going like this. And when he go like this, Canelo move back, hit the bag. Move out the way, bam. Move out the way, bam. Move out the way, bam. All he working on is power punches. So one thing you got to know going into a fight with Canelo Alvarez is that he's coming to bring power. Is that going to be enough to stop you? If he bringing power, you bring power too. Especially if he bringing power from 147 and you naturally are light heavyweight and you naturally a super middleweight, bring your power. Because you ain't going to be able to match my power because I'm fighting at 168, 175. But I walk around weighing 190, 200, easy. You hear me? So I just don't know why these guys, don't sit on that man. You gotta make him realize that he a little boy and that, size do matter. And that's the crazy part about it now is that the boxing is different now, bro. You can go up and weight. Just think about it. Just to let you know, the skill level is nowhere near the skill level of the 80s. The Mike Tysons and on Sugar Ray Leonard's and Tommy Hearns. You can say what you want to say about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Those guys are throwback fighters and they're good, but they would just be regular in the days of Tommy Hearns and them. They wouldn't be superstars. They'd probably be top contenders or they might be champions, but they won't be about to fight for all the belts. Definitely, Jamel Charlo would have all the belts. You talking about Winky Wright? You talking about Oscar De La Hoya? Come on, man. He wouldn't even be champion. You talking about who else you talking about? You talking about Ike Cortez? Come on, man. You talking about Felix Trinidad? Come on, somebody. Don't get me started now. Oh, you want to take it back further than that? Let's talk about Terry Norris. Roberto Duran. Tommy the Hitman Hearns. Sugar Ray Leonard. Now, was that the greatest era of boxing at junior middleweight and welterweight? What's that, the late 80s, early 90s? Man, you better quit playing. But see, those guys went up in weight, eventually. Manny Pacquiao would never have been able to go from 106 all the way up to 154 in that era. It'd have been like, stop it! Stop it! Listen, Floyd Mayweather would not have ever went past 130 and would have been, in trouble at 130 if he'd have gotten there with Julio Chavez. Maybe he would have won, but he would have took a lot of punishment. And I guarantee you he wouldn't have been able to box into his 40s. I don't even think he would be doing exhibitions. He'd be like, I'm through with it. There's nothing else to do with it. Man, I'm through with it. You feel me? And the money he making now, like making $400 million, he'd have too many L's on his record to be able to demand that kind of money. And his mouth would be sealed closed. It'd be hard to say, I'm TBE when you got an L on your record. How's Ali better than me? And, he lost to a guy with 7 fights. Bro, the best fought the best. Not when they were past their prime. Like, think about it. Floyd fought Manny Pacquiao past his prime. And Canelo Alvarez, real talk, fought Triple G kind of past his prime. And I'm just being real with you. My man Saul, boy, you sound like your name is Saul. Hold on. He said, what Triple G has to put on a Mexican hat to make Canelo pissed off? Hey, whatever it takes, as long as he get the W. I don't know if you must be a Canelo fan, because I don't know if he won 5 rounds. I don't think it was that close. Yeah, and I agree. Sports and tunes worldwide, I am definitely in agreement with you. Like I say, I got a homeboy who I grew up in a boxing game with, who I sparred with many times. It's his trainer. His name is Jonathan Banks out of the original Crunk Gym. And we got some fighters that's from Michigan that will be going to camp to help, Canelo Alvarez Triple G get ready for Canelo Alvarez. So I like the fact that Jonathan Banks is doing what Emmanuel taught him. He's giving back. And he's giving young brothers from the city opportunities to make a living, see the world, take pictures with one of the best fighters of our era, one of the hardest hitters of our era. But clearly, Triple G is not the same. And how old is Triple G anyway? Is he 41? Huh? I'm just trying to figure it out. I definitely think he's in his 40s. And boy, let me tell you something. At 41 years old, it's a little different for me. I won my second world title at 41, so I was a fresh 41. And I think that, you know, when you're 40 years old and you holding your weight down for so long, like Triple G did, I just think that it's hard. It's hard. You know, he need to move up in weight. I think he'll fight better. Yeah, man. I'm just telling you. Canelo was 31. Wow. Canelo seemed young. 31 years old. He 31 years old and seemed like he been boxing since he was 2 years old. Man, you know, he started young because 31, I ain't win my first world title till I was 37 years old. So you got a young 31-year-old who's moving up in weight because you can't do nothing but do better if you can if you can pick the right fights. And at 40 years old, 40 plus years old, you got Canelo Alvarez and you got Triple G not moving up in weight with a big frame. How can you do better when you stand at the same weight? Like, you know, it's just I feel like it's gonna be a problem, a big time problem. Triple G used to take punches. I don't think he's gonna be able to take the punches from Canelo. But like I say, I hope I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Because listen, I'm not always right, and I just hope that I'm wrong. I hope Triple G show up. He go back to the big drama show. Hey, you know what I think Triple G should do? Of course, keep Jonathan Banks as the head trainer, but hire Sanchez as a physical therapist, a coach, a physical coach. You know, he need him, you know, to bring that power back. You know, hold hold the little pad where you can hit it real hard. Let him hit that. Let him hold that and hit it. He need to go back to the old Triple G at some point in time. You know, I think he should say forget the boxing and go fight. Big drama show. Age do matter. Age always matter, brother. Triple G not a boxer. He's a fighter. There you go. And that's the problem right there. See, he's trying to be a boxer now, you know? And he don't need to be trying to be no boxer, not right now. And not right now. Yeah. It is about money. Remember Joe Free and Bowling. It's always about money, especially in boxing. But man, listen. Triple G got a chance. In some people's eyes, you know. I wonder if he's still promoted by Michael Jordan because, you know, the big sponsors are not gonna promote you when you lose or when you get old. They just leave. They leave. They divorce you. Ain't nobody scared of Triple G no more. He going out there, man, fighting against guys we don't even know about. That's giving him problems. The old Triple G in his last fight would have stopped my man in 3 rounds or less. The new Triple G, he's a boxer now. You know, he boxing like you ain't got to box at 160 as big as you is. Just get it over with, you know. So I can't stand seeing heavyweights doing that fast pad work when all you need is one punch. Stop it! It should be over with. Why is you trying to be like Mayweather? You know, I can't think of the other fighter that Mayweather got. He's a cruiserweight, and he be. I'll be like, why? Why? Just stop it. Get it over with. That's why I appreciate guys like Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder don't go out there. He stop it. It's over with. And I don't care. You can say what you want to say. Deontay Wilder is a throwback fighter. You know, started boxing late, but he out there like Mike Tyson on you. One punch and it's over with. I think that Deontay Wilder has more power than Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson scared people to death. You know, when he got in the ring with that guy, the guys peed on himself. It was over with before he got in the ring, for sure. And you know, and Wilder has gotten in the ring with guys too, where they were scared. I remember one guy that actually is his trainer. You know, he threw a punch at him, and it looked like to me he missed the punch, and the guy didn't even get up. He was like, next thing you know, he was his trainer. But hey, it is what it is. But man, Canelo Alvarez, you gotta take your hat off to him though. I take my hat off to Canelo Alvarez because you know he's doing something that I didn't do, and I probably wouldn't be able to do. I wouldn't even try to do. You go from 147 to 154 to 160 to 168 to 175, and seriously was thinking about going up to cruiserweight and talked about even fighting at heavyweight. Who against Usyk if Usyk was to beat Anthony Joshua? You gotta take your head off to that guy, man. That guy's a real fighter. He's a throwback fighter, you know. And the crazy part about it, the guys is running from him, scared of him. But you know, I remember Manuel Stewart saying, "A real good man will always be the real good little man." And facts on top of facts. And just think about it. Dmitry Bivol haven't even touched the surface on how good he can get or how good he can become if he make the same decisions that Canelo Alvarez has made. He don't need to get in there and fight against Bivol or Better Beef. Better Beef has nothing to lose and so much to gain. What Dmitry Bivol should do is milk time. Because in time, if he continue to win, he going to get that big fight again with Triple G. Because Triple G, he want that. You don't think that Triple G want to see, you don't think that Canelo Alvarez wish he could get that victory back against Floyd Mayweather? You don't think he want to fight him? He dream about Floyd. You feel me? Dream about him. But it's over. Floyd ain't fighting no more pro fights. He fight none but exhibitions. Yeah, thank you, champ. Yeah, he fight none but thanks SB. He ain't fighting none but exhibitions now. And so, trust me, Canelo, as long as Dmitry Bivol continue to win, Canelo gonna be looking out the corner of his eye, like, how many punches he get hit with this time? Okay, he's tough. And then the next fight, oh, how many punches did he get hit with this time? And at the same time, he'll be having his fingers crossed because he want him to get hit, but he don't want him to lose because he wants to get him back. What Mayweather, Tupac had a song, and you know, as much as I don't agree with some of the things that some of these rappers say, he said the sweetest joy is revenge is the sweetest joy next to getting the nookie, the cookie. And real talk. And yes, indeed, Kate, now you were a world champion before Canelo was. To be honest, you did it. You before Canelo 2005, you were a world champion when Canelo was in high school. No, that's not true. I was a world champion in 2010. 2010, buddy, not 2005. My money is on old man G. Triple G. Oh man, listen, you sound like your name because Canelo Alvarez's name is Saul. And you seem like you saw like Canelo, a Mexican, and you going with the old man. Now listen, I love that you going with the old man because I'm the old man, and a lot of people didn't go with me when I fought against Carlos Molina, but I defeated the odds. I dropped that trick, whoop that trick, and I became the oldest world champion in German with history. But trust me when I tell you, I wouldn't bet on the old man. One thing about Canelo Alvarez, I can just about guarantee you, he is not about to lose 2 fights straight. He's going, if he lose one, he's going to go get him an easy one. And yeah, I ain't saying Canelo easy. I mean Triple G easy, but Triple G ain't the same. He is not the same fighter he was 10 years ago. I remember Triple G sparred with a former world champ, one of my homies, by the name of Tony Harrison. And in training camp, he had Tony Harrison wearing a rib protector. And you got to remember, he's fighting at 160. Tony Harrison is a big junior middleweight. So they really can fight at the same weight class. I mean, Tony ain't a little guy. And Triple G had him wearing a rib protector because he punched that hard. Like, hold on, man, put this on because, I don't want to hurt you. You know what I mean? You got a career, you're going to be world champ one day. And he became world champ. But Triple G punched that hard. And like I say, Triple G is a big middleweight. The man back is like this. I'm serious. I think what's hurting him is that he hasn't never moved up. I mean, you got to move up. When it's time to move up, move up. If somebody gave you $1 million and you stayed in the hood, you go move up. You go upgrade. You feel me? When the Jeffersons got a chance moving on up, man, they moved on up. You got to move up. And trust me, it's been time for Triple G to move up. When you outgrew your weight class or you're not the same boogeyman anymore you were, move up. Just do like Canelo Alvarez did. Pick and choose. One thing, too, I think that Triple G, that hurt Triple G Triple G is very inactive. One thing about Canelo Alvarez, lately, that man has been fighting a lot. Just look at how many fights he had in the last 2 years. At least 5 to 6 fights in 2 years. Now, that's unheard of for superstars nowadays in the boxing ring. These guys, they they don't get in the ring like that. And one of the reasons could be because the money ain't there like that. Well, one of the reasons could be because the money is there. It's too much money there. So you fight 1 year and you make 30 million, you ain't got to go back in the ring until next year. You ain't got to go back in the ring, period, to be honest with you. Look at these guys. These guys is making a boatload of money. Man, listen, what's my man's name? Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury just made $80 million. The first time, the second time against Deontay Wilder. What did he make against his last opponent? 40, 80 again? Man, that man said, I'm done. He said, I'm rich. I got more money than I can count. Why should I get back in the ring? And I don't have to. But I don't think he actually is going to retire right now because I think, he wants to see what's going to happen in the fight between Usyk and Anthony Joshua. If Anthony Joshua wins, he might just say, you know what, I'm going to fight another fight. And, it's hard. One thing as a boxer, it's hard to put the gloves down. And I think after this fight right here, Triple G going to put the gloves down. If Canelo loses, he going to put the gloves down. Hey, when he lost to Dmitry Bivol, he was drunk as a kite. Bet 10,000 a hand. Now, what he lose that night? He probably lost $1 million because you go to them casinos, they are not going to let you beat them, and don't be drunk. You really ain't going to beat them, and it's good. Whoever was with him, drug him up out of there in time, or he wasn't able to get enough money to lose because he might have lost it. And when you drunk, you'd be like, oh, that's nothing. You get arrogant, all kind of stuff. And we gonna find out if AJ gonna win. Hey, he's known for winning and losing. He done messed a lot of money up. Just think about it. If Anthony Joshua have never lost the fight between him and Tyson Fury, they both could get at least, I'm telling you, you might think I'm crazy, $500 million apiece. And they would actually break the bank. they would actually surpass if he would never have lost. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua would have, man, they probably would have sold at least $10 to $20 million, 10 or 20 million pay-per-view buys. Man, listen, both them guys are huge, especially over in the United Kingdom. But over here in America, they stock was just, man, went too crazy. And Canelo Alvarez, if Canelo Alvarez would have never lost, just think about if he would have beat Floyd, how big Canelo would be. And if he making $35 million a fight, and Floyd made in one fight against Manny Pacquiao $400 million, how much money would Canelo Alvarez be getting right now? Huh? Talk to me. But not only has he lost once, he done lost twice. And to this day, though, I still don't think that he's the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. I still give that to Julio Cesar Chavez. I still think that he's the man. And you might say he ain't got the same confidence. Depends on who you're talking about. But I definitely believe Canelo Alvarez got the same confidence. Because one thing about it for sure, he didn't get knocked out. He lost the decision to a bigger man. He moving down in weight smartly. And I don't think Canelo lost to Laura. Laura, when you're the superstar, you gotta take it from a superstar. You can't just go out there and barely win. They used to say, you gotta take it from the champ. You have to take it from the champ. Literally take it. Give me your strap. Listen, they never, and I'm not trying to make it all about me, but I'm just giving you an example. They never gave me anything. I had to go to St. Louis and take the belt from Corey Spinks. When I went and fought over in Mexico, and I fought Carlos Molina, I had to go take it from him. I had to drop him. You got to go in, as the underdog, you got to go out there and you got to hurt somebody. You got to knock somebody out. Each fight where I won a world title, I dropped my opponent consecutive times. Or if I didn't drop him, I stopped him after I dropped him. And that's what you got to do. You cannot think you about to get, if you a B-side. I'm surprised, and don't be mad at me I'm surprised, even though Dimitri Bivol clearly beat Canelo Alvarez, they didn't qualify the draw. I was happy that they gave the right person the victory. But Canelo Alvarez, he had so much pull that they would give it to him. They would call it a draw. Just like, hey, listen, Katie Taylor got robbed. Katie Taylor. I mean, not Katie Taylor, but Amanda Serrano got robbed. For real. He popped up on my homepage. I'm happy for that. I like the Paul brothers. There's a lot going on. Harrison and couldn't beat Canelo, not even today. Oh, no, he definitely couldn't beat Canelo. Of course he can't beat Canelo today because he ain't even nowhere near the same fighter he was. Canelo will stop him now, Canelo was a lot. Listen, Canelo, since the days when he lost to Floyd Mayweather, he's a whole different person now. Listen, the same Canelo that lost to Floyd is the same Canelo I would have beat. That's why I was trying my best to get that fight. Now, this Canelo, I would have problems with. I probably wouldn't even want to get in the ring with him now because you got to think, though, I am 49 years old now, but the Canelo that fought Floyd, stop it. Get over here. Stay down. So it's September 7th, September 17th. How would that fight play out? Do you think Triple G going to take it? We should probably do a vote on here. Or do you think Canelo going to take it? Do you think it's going to end by knockout or decision? Talk to me, y'all. Yeah, he could have ate too many tacos. I don't know. Stop it! That's right. Wickety whack. Man, yeah, it's gonna be different. I think Triple will lose. Triple G won the first fight if it was real. Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah. Y'all on y'all stuff tonight, for real though. Y'all definitely on y'all stuff tonight. Hey, Stevie J all day. I don't think it's gonna be no draw, my dog. I don't think it's gonna be no draw. No way. If it's a draw, that means Canelo really lost. So, I don't think that it's going the distance. I think Triple G is going to get stopped in round 7. Round 7. That's what I think. And it won't be my homeboy fault. It's just that, hey, Triple G decided he's a boss. He decided to change his style. Now if he was younger, it would make sense. But when you get older, to me, it don't make sense. But hey, if you paying me to fight a certain way, and you the boss, I mean you the boss because you paying me. So I'm gonna give you what you want. But I'm gonna definitely stay in prayer. Rodney Rules say he think you stopping him in 5 rounds. Don't do it. Saw. Stop it. It's gonna definitely be stoppages for real. Yes, it's definitely gonna be stoppages. Stop it. Triple G. I want Triple G to win though. Big drama show. Big drama show. Triple G ain't never been stopped. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Nope, Canelo did not look old in his last fight. Canelo was just too small. He was too small for Dimitri Bivol. And size do matter when you're in the ring. When you're in the ring, size matter. That's why they get weight classes. He was just too little for Dimitri Bivol. And like SB said, you gotta take your head off to Canelo for moving up. He didn't want moved up. So he's still a champ at 168. So all he had to do is go down and weight. That's all he had to do. And guess what? He's still a champ. I want to see Triple G face Charlo. I want to see what Charlo is really made of. I want to see Dimitri, David Benavidez fight Charlo. I want to see Bubu Andres take his career serious and the other fighters quit ducking him because he can't seem to get a big fight. I wouldn't mind seeing Dimitri Benavidez against Caleb Plant. I wouldn't mind seeing Bubu Andres in there with BJ Saunders. It's a lot of fights I wouldn't mind seeing at 160, at 168, even at 154. I wouldn't mind seeing Charlo in there with the 6'6" giant or the 6'7" giant, Fedora, Sebastian Fedora. Yep, he is a great dude, and that's why I'm pulling for him, even though I don't think he's gonna win. Triple G is going to look good. I don't know. I don't agree, champ. I disagree. Champ. I disagree. Yeah, but Rodney, he is a great dude. That I do agree. I do agree, champ. Styles make fights. Triple G gonna have to change the time back. You're gonna have to get in that time zone. And man, he's gonna have to get in a serious zone. And he gotta fight like he never fought ever again. He gotta put everything, into camp. I like Triple G. I think he's good for boxing. But I think he can seriously get hurt. seriously hurt bad. Because even though he's a big, strong guy, right? He's not taking advantage of his natural strength. His natural strength, now that, Canelo Alvarez is a bigger dude now, fighting bigger, fighting in bigger weight classes. Why not take advantage of your natural strength now and just move up and weight and fight him at a heavier weight? Uh, I could just about bet or that Canelo Alvarez is gonna fight him lower weight and go make sure it's you can't gain more than a certain amount of weight the next day after the weigh-in. And you watch, I tell you. Yeah, I'm happy too, my dog. Yeah. It's going down, bro. You hear me? It's breaking news, y'all. Yeah, 40 years old. Old for Triple G. He's been in the game for a minute, boy. And Triple G gonna need more than a strong chin, because definitely Canelo gonna definitely test it. And just think, Canelo did not have the strength that he has now. He didn't move up in weight like he did now. And he clearly took it to Triple G in the second fight. He clearly beat and dominated Triple G the second fight. So in the third fight, with him moving all the way up to light heavyweight, he gonna be stronger than Triple G. He gonna be bigger than Triple G, and he has more experience than Triple G. And he already proved that he can take Triple G's big punch, and he can beat him in his own fight, that big drama show fight. I'm rolling with Canelo Alvarez, even though he lost. I don't think that he lost any confidence, because he didn't get knocked out. He lost to a bigger guy. I don't know if I could say that Dimitri Bivol is just way more skillful than Canelo. Canelo has never had to show his skills in what, the last 7-8 years. He's been walking down his opponents. Just come here, pop, night, or come here. Just think, from Amir Khan to James Kirkland, he's just been knocking guys out. So, if it ain't broke, you can't fix it. So that's the reason why, Canelo Alvarez was easily exposed by Dimitri Bivol. He's okay. He's just gonna be the same old Canelo. He walking forward. He gonna eat these punches, eat this leather, and that's what happened. Canelo did not make adjustments. He just watched some video and said, "Okay, I'm just gonna, fight him the way I fought Daniel Jacobs, and he gonna run like Daniel Jacobs. I'm gonna fight him like I fought my previous opponents, and they all gonna run. I'm gonna fight him like I fought Caleb Plant, and they all gonna run." And listen, Dimitri Bivol said, "I ain't going nowhere. This is my house." When I say whose house, I want y'all to say Run's house. Whose house? Say what? Run's house. So he made Canelo run back to 168. And who's up next? We got the one and only Triple G, the big drama show. Putting the gloves on. One thing for sure is he about to get paid. That's right. He about to get paid September 17th. Now we know Canelo Alvarez is getting a guaranteed $30 million. Let me rewind that. $30 million. Now what is Triple G getting? I ain't trying to count that man's money, because at the end of the day, IRS gonna count that man's money. So I ain't gotta count it. You feel me? And at the end of the day, I ain't gonna make a nickel off him. I ain't gonna bet against him. I ain't gonna bet with him, because that's something I don't do. I just think that Canelo Alvarez, and I'm crazy that I'm saying this, never thought I would say this, I think Canelo Alvarez is stronger than Triple G. Let me rewind that. I think Canelo Alvarez is stronger than Triple G. Now, did you ever think in a million years that you would say a 147-pounder named Canelo Alvarez, better known as Cinnamon, is stronger than Triple G? I'm talking about without the red meat. I think he is still stronger than Triple G because he been lifting. He been lifting. He done gained weight. He done moved up. Now, Canelo Alvarez, he may have lost to Dmitry Bivol, but he's never lost on paper to Triple G. Now, one thing I think that's going to hurt Triple G, other than Canelo's body shots and head shots and on and on and on and everything he does, is going to be the fact that Triple G has never moved up in weight. Why? Especially when you got a name. You know, Triple G could have been moved up in weight and fought whoever he wanted to fight. Maybe he's just going to be disciplined. Maybe he's trying to be like Bernard Hopkins, who just never moved up in weight, stayed at 160 forever. He's never moved up. And I got to respect him for that. You got to respect me for staying down at 154. You know, even at 49 years old, I fought my last fight, a year and a half ago? Came in at 156. Junior middleweight, baby. You hear me? It's called discipline. You hear me? It's called discipline. Yes, he can come back. Yes, he can. Man, I don't know, man. We gonna roll with my mans in them. Dog, that's my mans in them. I think you're wrong, Rickety Split. I think that Canelo Alvarez got paid $30 million. You know, he signed a contract, a 2-fight deal with DAZN to get paid. I don't know what the numbers were for real, but it was more than $15 million. Yeah, he signed because PBC offered Canelo Alvarez, I believe, $100 million to fight 2 fighters, Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez. So why would he not take that? You know, if that was a bigger offer, he took the offer to fight Dmitry Bivol and Triple G for the same amount or a little more. So yeah, no, he get more than $15 million his next fight. You talk about light work, that's light work. He getting that, he getting more than that, way more than that. Yeah, way more. Yeah, way more. He can't handle Jamal. Who can't handle Jamal? I don't know. Somebody said he can't handle Jamal, and I'm trying to figure out who you talking about. What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? Canelo gonna show y'all, boy, he's back. Like a Cadillac. He's back. Like a Cadillac. Just don't lose your money, man, betting on these boxing matches, man, because at the end of the day, the fighters still win. As long as they got their health and they making millions of dollars, they winning, bro. You know, ain't no losers. You know, ain't no losers. Them boys winning. They winning. Floyd just fought another exhibition and made millions. Easy fight against a guy we never heard of. Somebody named Moore. Floyd give it some more. Oh my goodness. That man's just robbing the bank with no gun. Yo, those days are long gone. Yep, long gone. Shoot. That's what I say. Canelo Alvarez, seemed to be a lot older than 31 because he fought on some HBO pay-per-view days. You know, man, we had some great HBO days, but it over with. It's over, and they ain't coming back. And I believe he beats Charlo too. He's bigger. You know, I think Charlo had a chance to beat him when they were at 154, both Charlos and Dimitri Booba Andres. But, you know, not anymore. I think Triple G beat Canelo Alvarez the first time, even though he lost the second time. You know, I think it's going to be real hard for him to do anything with Canelo Alvarez in the third fight, which Canelo Alvarez is going into that not as high as a favorite he would have been if he would have beat Dmitry Bivol, but he's still a favorite because, you know, he has red hair. He's Canelo Alvarez. And so if he beats Triple G, knocks Triple G out, he's going to have momentum. But with that momentum, take her back up to 175. I don't think he's moving back up to 175, especially not against Beterbiev, and especially not against Dmitry Bivol. I think what he will do is fight Bivol in the catchweight or sign with PBC in a 2-fight deal. Now, in the first fight, I think he'll fight Charlo. Now, Charlo would have to stay out of trouble because the last time they were talking about Charlo fighting Canelo Alvarez, he ended up in trouble. I don't know, with some domestic type stuff with him and his family. But, you know, that stopped the fight from happening. And so, yeah. So it's a lot of what ifs. But I kind of knew for sure. Come on. We all knew that Canelo was not going to fight in a rematch with Bivol. And we all knew that he was going to fight Triple G. That's how come I had breaking news a few days ago, 5 days ago, that Triple G will be fighting Canelo Alvarez. And somebody was hating. But we back like a Cadillac. How long? Not long. See, I got on red. You know what I got red on? For cinnamon. Cinnamon red. Got red hair. Let's go, champ. We going with the red head. He's back, y'all. Now, I think Canelo Alvarez did say that he's going to fight at least 6 more years. But if he lose 2 fights back to back, then what? He might not never fight Dmitry Bivol because if he beats Triple G, he goes and signs a 2-fight deal with PBC. To be honest with you, he don't need Dmitry Bivol. Dmitry was the bigger man, the better man. And why fight him in a rematch when you don't need to? He ain't listen, his stock went down about that much. That's it. We don't look at him as pound for pound the best fighter in the world no more. But he go out there and stop Triple G. Triple G ain't never been stopped. If he go out there and knock out Triple G, you gonna put him right back #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. Now, right now, we probably got Jamel Charles. Well, not Jamel, because Jamel, even though Jamel got all the belts, we got probably Terence Crawford #1. My only thing with Terence Crawford is Terence Crawford just haven't had the competition to just say he's #1. Now he has the skills, he has the talent, but he don't have the roster. He don't have the opponents. The best fighter he beat on paper was a guy that was going to retire anyway, who was beating him before his daddy threw in the towel. And that's Sean Porter. Somebody that Errol Spence beat in his prime when Sean Porter was hungry. Didn't have a broadcasting, commentating deal on the side waiting on him. So, I don't know, man. You know, I still got Errol Spence as the #1 pound for pound best fighter in the world. Anytime you almost lose your life, come back and fight the toughest guys. Come on, man. He beat Danny Garcia. And Danny Swift is a good fighter. Real good fighter. He done beat some of the best fighters out here. And, you know, you go out there and fight a puncher. Your very first fight coming back. That shows a lot about your character and your heart. And then on top of that, he beat the man to beat the man. He got right in the ring with the man to beat the man, Ugas, who beat Manny Pacquiao. Not only did he beat Manny Pacquiao, he sent him into retirement. And guess what? Errol Spence might have sent Ugas to retirement. He broke bones on his face. Man, y'all better give Errol Spence his credit. I mean, I don't know why nobody got him highly rated up there like #1 pound for pound. He's fought tougher guys than Terrence Crawford. He beat tougher guys than Terrence Crawford. Ugas was a tough competitor. Very tough guy. Just as big as him. Now, who has Terrence Crawford beat on the same level as Ugas? Remember, just because Terrence Crawford stopped Sean Porter don't mean it was a Sean Porter that fought Errol Spence. Errol Spence beat a hungry Sean Porter. Terrence Crawford beat a fighter, a Sean Porter, who was about to retire. That's the reason why his daddy threw the towel in. Definitely Spence is the truth. And yes, Spence is #1. And Bivol probably, like I say, Bivol probably walk around easily weighing 190. Easy. You know, it's a big boy. When you fight 175, it ain't like that's what you walk around weighing. You fight 175, you walk around weighing 200. I can get down. Listen, I walked around in my career days at the top of my game at 187 pounds. Let me rewind that. I walked around at 187 pounds, and I would get all the way down to 154. So you do the math. 187, 154, 154, 64, 74, 84. That's 33 pounds. So you talk about 25 pounds, 200 pounds easy, especially when you're young, you get that weight off easy. So yeah, I think that my man's Dimitri Bivol walks around a lot bigger. So, you know, the little punches that Canelo Alvarez was hitting him with was not affecting him at all. At all. At all. And boy, sent that boy back down to where he should have stayed at probably, you know. But you live and you learn. And like I say, like SB said, you know, you got to take your head off. That's right. To Canelo Alvarez. He dared to be great. He moved up in weight and took on a tough competitor. He lost, but his stock went nowhere. He's still bigger than Dimitri Bivol, but Dimitri Bivol beat him. He's still bigger than Triple G. And boy, Triple G, I think September 17th. I hate to say it, but I think it's going to be the last of Triple G. The last time we see Triple G in the ring, I think it's going to be September 17th. It's over. I think it's over, y'all. Stop it! Man, we got a lot of good fights coming on, man. This weekend, we got Rolly on my wrist. Not my wrist. You know, and Gervonta Davis this weekend. Power versus power. Both to after that fight will be up under the Mayweather promotions. So if it's a close fight, who they gonna get a fight to? Think about it. Gervonta Davis' last fight with Mayweather Promotions will end this Saturday. If the fight don't go the distance, if the fight go the distance, Who they gonna give it to? Things that make you say, Rolly is still signed with Mayweather. Gervonta Davis isn't. If it's a close fight, who y'all think they giving it to? Things that make you say, Now, Gervonta Davis did say he's still gonna sign with PBC, so that's gonna help him a lot. But if he wasn't about to sign with PBC and was going to the zone, he would not be winning this fight unless it's by knockout. So he got a good chance that if it goes to a decision, they might still get him the victory. Might. You just don't know, man. It's a dirty game. El Toro, what's up, boy? Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all tap in. Like. If you ain't a subscriber, subscribe. I see we almost at 18,000. Let's get there. Let me curious why I see it. Yeah, that could be true. No. Mikey Garcia got beat bad. And he ain't been the same since. We haven't even heard from him. Canelo, he got beat, but he ain't get beat bad. And we still saying Canelo name. Where is Mikey Garcia? Who knows? And he got destroyed by Errol Spence. And he ain't been the same since. If I'm not mistaken, he lost another fight. Yeah, see. Canelo ain't, listen, he about to go down there and I think destroy. That's right. Destroy Triple G. Yeah, but we gonna find out. That's why they fight the fights. You can say what you want to say. The fighter's gonna fight the fight. Then we go from there. And then we go from there. Hey, if Mikey would have actually made the right decision, man, he was on top of the world. They was offering him so much money. Now he got to settle on whatever they give him now. Rolly getting knocked out, bro. Rolly going to sleep. And he got a Mike Tyson voice, too. Because the contract is over with. Tank want to be his own man. He don't want to be no yes man. He a grown man. Smart. I would leave too. No, I don't need you no more. You did what you did for me. I did what I did for you. Now see ya. Unless that money right. Money talk. You already know what else was. You already know what it is. Yeah, but I'm rolling with Canelo Alvarez will be the first person to stop Triple G in round 7. Now I hope for real that I'm wrong. I think that Canelo has went this way instead of that way. NFX. I'm the oldest world champion junior middleweight history. So, old money do spend, champ. NFX. The NFX, boy. I thought we was in the NFL. Not for long, but I take it. NFX. Yeah. Let's go, champ. Yeah, Rolly is a funny dude, It's going to be funny, though, if we say, face down, face down, face down. That's going to be funny. Man, I go out because he talking a lot of smack. Tell him off him. He going to knock Gervonta Davis out in round 1. I can't see it happening. It ain't going to happen. If anything, he going to mess around and get knocked out in round 1. Rolly don't got the experience, bro. He's strong, but take more than just strength, You know, I'm not trying to compare David and Goliath, but, you know, Goliath was strong. Look what David did to him. He can want all he wants, champ. He can want all he wants. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. And he can take it. That's right. Take that. Take that. He gonna take them straps, bro. Oh, you know what? Matter of fact, we still don't know what weight class is gonna be at. It ain't gonna be at 160, I don't think. I think it'd be at 164. Or Canelo might make a move up to 168. Who knows? He might listen. Whatever Canelo wants, Canelo gets. Canelo might make Triple G move up and fight him at 175, 168. He the man. Whatever decision that Canelo makes, I bet you it's gonna be a smart decision. And trust me, Triple G is gonna buy to whatever decision that Canelo makes. Because Canelo is the cash king. The cash cow. Anything can happen in boxing, bro. That's why we watch the fights and the fighters fight the fight. Definitely gonna listen. That's exactly what it's gonna be right there. A payday. And if Triple G wins, it's over. It's over. Yeah, it's over. Hey, Rodney, you said you just subbed or you been subbed? Speaking of Subway, I just had some Subway. Yeah. Talk to me, Brody. And y'all can get this merch. See, that's me. K9 Bundrich, two-time world champ. Hit me on Instagram at K9 Boxing or at K9 Boxing Fitness. You can DM me and we'll send that to you. The website is www.k9boxingfitness.com. But it's a lot easier if you go to my Instagram and just hit me on a DM. Yeah, I can't wait, though. We got a lot of fights. Listen, the year is not over with yet. Still a possibility that we going to have. Oh, appreciate you, Angel. My dog. Team K down in the building. We got a new subscriber, and his name is Angel Gutierrez. Yeah, my man's in there. Pop that bottle, but don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive. And if you do it, don't get drunk. Yeah, appreciate it. Free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. A bark, a bite, overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. We got breaking news. We got your dog. That's right, your dog. Your dog. Which one is your dog? Canelo Alvarez. Stepping to the plate or moving down in weight or avoiding Dimitri Bivol and fighting the one and only GGG. Triple G in the building. And Triple G is coming out boxing. Not the same Triple G he used to be. Knocking everything out. Now, in his last fight, for real, y'all, go check out his last fight. He looks to me like he was struggling. Now, when you try, trust me, I've witnessed it myself. When you try something new, it takes a minute to actually get it. So maybe he has actually turned the corner. And maybe he finally got it now. Sometimes it takes a few fights. And maybe he's catching Canelo Alvarez at the right time. The big drama show. So we gonna find out. What up, Camp? Kobe Camp, we here, boy. Team K9 in the building. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all tap in. You know, it's yours. Show channel. It's our channel. How we get there? I've been there, done that. I forgot about this Apple phone right here. We got Apple phones all over. I sure forgot about this one. I got to get me another phone on so y'all can call in. We can talk that talk. Oh, that's a good question right there. My trainer was Sugar Hill. Happy to say that because he trained Tyson Fury. What up, Jay? Oh, he called him Duck Nello. Who did he duck? I'm trying to figure that one out. Because he the cash cow. Everybody want to fight him. He can't fight everybody that want to fight him. You know? Just think about it. I want to fight him. He didn't fight me. I don't think he ducked me. But I definitely think that Oscar De La Hoya made a smart decision. Very smart decision. You said Canelo aged against Triple G? Because after the Triple G fight, he took off. Unless I'm reading it wrong. Yeah, Sugar Hill. I was Sugar Hill's first world champion. That's right. So the trainer that's training Tyson Fury trained K9 Cornelius Bunches. This guy right here. Me, that's who. And I was his first world champion. I was actually the first pro fighter he ever had. Yeah, and I'm from Crunk, Jim. Yeah, Crunk. I'm Crunk. So I'll get that merch, boy. Get that merch. Detroit's own. Cornelius. K9 Bunches. Let's go, champ. What up, D? D Smooth. Boy, look like I might not be able to get up early in time, man, for us to go live, champ. Champ. Rodney Rules said, I just subbed. That's good, brother. You should have been subbed. Rodney, it's your first time on here. You got to hit that notifications. Now you done sub, you got to hit the notifications now because, man, we go hard. We go hard in the paint, especially when we do the watch parties. I think, the watch parties is what we do our most damage. Especially when Gervonta Davis fight, we be getting numbers. Like, I think the last time Gervonta Davis fought and I covered the fight and I did the commentating, we had 114,000 views. Give it up to yourself. There you go. Give it up to yourself. That's right. Team K9 in the building. A bark, a bite, a overhand right. Team K9 in the building. I train out of Detroit. Dog. That's my man's in them. I'm the only Canelo fan here, but I respect you all. There you go. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, man. A bark, a bite, the overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. It's all about respect, man. We can agree to disagree. I train out of Detroit, my brother. Cedric Sports Training. CST. Stop it. I will be screaming, stop it. This weekend, probably next weekend. And boy, we can ever get that fight between Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, it's going to be the best year in boxing in 20 years. So far, it's heating up. I don't know if you ever played a game called Jam. It's heating up. And, yeah. Boy, oh boy, we need that Errol Spence. And we need that Terrence Crawford fight. We need probably Tyson Fury to fight the winner between Usyk and Anthony Joshua. We need that Devin Haney fight. Devin Haney versus Gervonta Davis because they have been talking smack to each other. Yeah, Sugar Hill is the nephew of Emmanuel Stewart. You all good, Rodney? We good. Stop it! You better stop it. Champ, it's all good. Oh, yeah, we own it, champ. We own it. We might make it happen tomorrow, boy, but you see where I'm at. You see where I'm at. Say Crawford versus Spence, who will win? I'm rolling with Spence. I'm at a few different gyms, bro. But you can catch me at jabs. A double jab. A triple jab. A hook. But yeah, you can catch me at jabs. Since that's the best punch in boxing, you can catch me at jabs. When we waiting Pac-Man versus Floyd. Oh yeah, they took too long. They took too long. How long? Not for long. If Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford don't fight this year, I don't think they're ever gonna fight. I'm just telling you, like it is. I call it ace and a spade a spade. I'm hoping that fight happens. I think if Canelo Alvarez beats if he beats Triple G, which I think he will, I think he gonna sign with PBC and fight Charlo and then fight David Benavidez. Because one thing about it is David Benavidez is a fighter. He's not a boxer, so Canelo don't have to worry about somebody being slick against him. He's just a puncher, and I think that's gonna be war. Mexican versus Mexican, blood all over the place. Stop it! I'm screaming that both ways every time a fighter lands a punch. When Canelo hits David and David hits Canelo, it's bloodshed. I think that Canelo will probably be too big for Charlo. I think that after this fight against Triple G, I think he's going across the border. He's going from network to network. He's going to Showtime, and it's Showtime. And let the beatings begin at K9 Boxing. Yeah, a bark, a bite, overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. K9, if Stevenson ever fight Tank, I got Stevenson easy. I don't know. Styles make fights. Styles make fights, champ. And Tank got to get past rolling on my wrist this weekend. I don't know. It's a good question, brother. Maybe somebody on here can answer that question. It's a lot going on, boy. Oh, it's all good, boy. It's all good. You hear me? It's all good in the hood. Tell him, D. Where you at, D? Tell him, son. Tell him, son. Hey, listen. Crew U12. Telling it like it is. That's going to be a very interesting fight. That's what I say. We got fights all over the place. Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor was a great fight. Man, I hate that it happened. Erickson Lubin versus Sebastian Fedor was an amazing fight. Man, listen, I hope that Erickson Lubin can come back from that. We done had great fights this year, bro. If I'm not mistaken, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder was a fight this year that was another great fight. Man, listen, we done had fights all over the place. And week after week after week after week, back to back to back, it's been great fights. Charlo becoming the undisputed, in the first time ever in the four-belt era, undisputed world champion, junior middleweight. So it's a lot of good fights that's been going on. It's gonna happen. And listen, we haven't even tapped into everything that's gonna happen. I know in the women's division, and they've been actually moving on up. I know that Clarissa Shields said that if Savannah Marshall don't make it happen within September, she's moving on. And if women's division if the women's boxing really want to go to the next level, because they doing it, like, think about it. At the Garden, for the first time, they had females as the main event. The lady named Meyer is finna fight Baumberger, Melissa. And that's gonna be a good one. Now, if they could get Carissa Shields in the ring with Savannah Marshall. Now, Carissa, she calling her out like, girl, step to the plate. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. That's a song she came out on when she fought in Detroit. And I still hear it in the back of my mind. And I'm just saying that all the time now, That's just stuck in my head. Oh, we got Keyshawn Crawford. Gotta be a Terrence Crawford fan. So who's I think Ryan Garcia should fight next? Man, Isaac Cruz. That's the fight they're trying to give him to fight. Yeah. I'm cool with all dogs. I'm K9, boy. I'm K9, y'all. You know I got bars. I hang with the stars, champ. Champ talk. Yeah. One thing we can definitely say is that Triple G versus Canelo Alvarez is not going to be a boring fight. They're going to come out guns blazing. And fights like that, Triple G versus Canelo Alvarez, are big fights. But we know for sure it's going to be an entertaining fight. Now, I don't want to say have my fingers crossed because I don't believe in that. But I definitely hope that, neither guy gets head bunny because we be sitting there, want to see a Mike Tyson fight so bad and it's over with in one round. I don't think that Canelo Alvarez is going to knock out Triple G in one round. I don't think that I'm sitting here looking at him say Clarissa ain't all that, bro. I don't see Canelo knocking out Triple G or Triple G knocking out Canelo in one round. I don't think it's going to happen. But I can see it happening in 6 or 7 rounds. Yes, sir. That's right. Tell him, D. We might have to do that tomorrow, though, at probably about 1 p.m., my dog. Tell him, D. Yeah, so. Yeah. Canelo going to be real mad. Listen. He probably in the gym now. He want revenge. He taking that loss out on Triple G. Oh, they going to war. Oh, that's all cap. You're doing it for publicity. Yeah. They definitely going to war, my man, JB. Man, I hope he survived them rounds too, General. The General in the building. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much to talk about, man. Listen, it's too much to talk. Devin Haney can't beat. You're probably right about that, And we're gonna be in Australia, so hey, you might be right about that one, boss. Boss man, you might be right about that one. Champ talk. Y'all boys got me up late. Canelo will stop Triple G in 3 rounds. Stop it! I don't agree. But I think he will stop him, though. But I don't think it's going to be no 3 rounds. Let me tell you something. He can't just go up there and slap Canelo Triple G like Will Smith did, that one comedian. He can't just do that. He not going for that. That's Triple G, boy. He ain't scared of nobody. But his best days are far gone. Far, far, far gone. Anything is possible. That's right. Talk to him. Speaking of hot, I need my hot chips. It's getting hot in here. Yeah. Champ, where you at, Champ? I see SB in the building. Bro, hey, listen, real talk. Both guys ducked me. A lot of people will be like, yeah, right, K9, yes. Canelo Alvarez and Floyd Mayweather definitely ducked me. But, hey, It is what it is. Now I'm trying to figure it out. SB. There we go. My bad, y'all. Sorry, I got a little lost, y'all, but I'm back. Y'all see I'm on it now. Yeah. Sometimes I be having problems with these boys. But I'm back, y'all. Thank God it didn't disappear all the way out. So yeah, who y'all got, man? Canelo Alvarez or Triple G? Where my dogs at? Who y'all got? Canelo or Triple G? Why? Why? Why y'all got Triple G? Why? Why? Why y'all got Canelo? Talk to me. Talk to me. Want to know. The reason why I got Canelo Alvarez is because Triple G changed his style. And if it ain't broke, then you truly can't fix it. So what's been working for Triple G has been that power. And one thing for sure, which don't leave you, is the power, you know? And your speed might leave, but your power don't. So that's the reason why even Triple G in his last fight, even though he was trying to box, he knocked him out with the power. He didn't look good as a boxer, but the power don't go nowhere. So the power game is still full effect. And, you know, he need to use that power game. I think the way he been looking, he got to go back to the old him, man. You know, I don't know if he got enough time to try to fix his mistakes. And he definitely can't do it in a fight with Canelo Alvarez with the CA. And Canelo has been busy. Yeah, I've been back in the cut for about 5 minutes now, champ. I'm here. Like Houdini, where I disappeared, but I'm back, y'all. Yeah. So it's official though, man. Are y'all surprised that Canelo Alvarez chose the route to fight Triple G and not the rematch? Are y'all surprised? I'm surprised. Psych! I ain't surprised. Yeah. That was the best move. Listen, he probably should have fought Triple G first. Got that out the way, but he tried to, I think he looked at Triple G as the weaker link, somebody he knew he could beat. So he said, I'm gonna go ahead and fight the harder fight first on paper. A guy who's not as strong, wasn't supposed to be as strong. Then I go in there with an older, stronger man who ain't the same. But bit off more than he can chew. Dimitri Bivol was better than he thought. And Bivol was not scared of him at all. And that's the key to guys that's, normally dominant because of the way they look, because people fear them. When you ain't scared of them and you fight back, 9 times out of 10, the fighter that you fight back, who's used to being a bully, is not going to know what to do. Ask Mike Tyson. As soon as Buster Douglas started fighting them back, it was like, whoa, where do I go from here? I'm not used to this. I remember when I first started boxing and I was getting hit back. I wasn't used to that on the streets. These guys are actually hitting back. They fighting back. I wasn't used to that. I was used to night. And, Bivol fought Canelo back. And it was something he was not used to at all. Triple G is still good. I agree. But I think that he's faded. Ice Cube had a song, "You Can't Fade Me." Well, Triple G got something close to Sugar Hill. He got Jonathan Banks. Jonathan Banks trained Sugar Hill. So he close. And to be honest with you, though, I don't think Triple G and Sugar Hill will be a good fit. You know, Triple G needs a trainer that's going to make him fight the big drama show type fight. You know, I think he'd do good with somebody like, I'm going to tell you who he'd do real good with as a trainer. You know, not knocking Jonathan Banks, but Derek James. Derek James fighters fight. You know, look at Jamel Charlo. Night, knocking cats out. Errol Spence. Derek James would have been a great fit for the Boogeyman. Triple G. Unit. Unit. Guns blazing. He needed that in his life. Or the trainer he been had. If it ain't broke, you can't fix it. I think that Sanchez wanted that 10% he been getting. And Triple G said, take this 5 or bamboos. Sanchez said, see ya. Jonathan Banks said, where do I sign? I'll take it. 5% is better than no percent. You hear me? Buddy Gert's a good trainer. But like I say, I don't think it'd have been a better fit than Derek James, who teach that go forward style, the knockouts. You know, he teach knockouts, and we all know knockouts sell. So I definitely think that a great fit for him would have been Derek James. His guys, just think about it, they got number champions. Both fighters, he got a champions. One is undisputed. The other one got what? 2 of the other belts. Oh yeah, at least 2, maybe 3 of the other belts. And yeah, that'd have been a great fit, you know. But hey, listen, I ain't mad that Jonathan Banks got the job, you know. Just that, you know, it's hard to, when it's not in the guy's DNA to box, it's hard to teach a guy who's used to knocking guys out how to box, you know, especially don't look like, you know, Triple G got the rhythm to box, you know. And, you know, Triple G kind of, I know he probably looked up to Klitschko. And Klitschko, them guys know how to box because Emmanuel Stewart showed them how to box. But Emmanuel Stewart is not here anymore. You know, Jonathan Banks is doing the best he can. But we talk about an old, faded Triple G. But hey, who knows? You know, sometimes it take a little minute, take a little time for you to gel with your trainer and finally get it. So maybe in a fight against Canelo Alvarez, Jonathan Banks and Triple G would get it. They might finally get it. It might finally happen. Who knows? Only time will tell. How long? Not long at all. Peace, appreciate you. The general. The general's in the building. Hey, what's that? The T playground? I ain't never saw you on the channel, brother. Appreciate you for tapping in. A bark, a bite, overhead right. Welcome to K-Now Boxing. I don't know. I think they scared of him. I really do think they're scared of him, you know. I don't think they're taking no dives. No. They scared of him. Unfortunately. Yep. Rest in peace. Benny Hublett. And I'm happy to say that I shared the ring with Emmanuel Stewart, and the very last time he was actually on TV in a boxing ring in a fight with me versus Corey Spinks on Showtime, the rematch, and we got the dub. Definitely went out with a bang. Rest in peace. Oh yeah, bridal party. Triple G is a beast. For sure. And for real. But, you know, so is Canelo. He definitely got the Mexicans on the side, but he's going to need more than that, champ. Yeah, they going to be more, yeah, but it ain't going to matter when he fighting his natural weight class. He's more natural at fighting at 160, 168 catch weight. You know, anything under 175, Canelo gonna be a beast at it, you know. He got that power. And you gotta remember Styles may fight so he can fight whoever he wanna fight. Canelo got all the Mexicans on the side, the mob and all that. Yeah, for sure. All day. Oh, it's all good, my bro. It's all good. Yep, James Ballard. We are at K9 Boxing on YouTube, champ. We are connected to Facebook. But everybody that's on Facebook, come to K9 Boxing. Come get this wisdom from the champ. Hashtag dogs are us. I'm definitely pulling for Triple G. I want him to win. You hear me, champ? Canelo don't want to see him win. I want to see him win. That's why they fight the fights. May the best man win. You already know this. Woo, what a prediction. I hope you're right, champ. I hope you're right. Julio, appreciate you, champ. Hope you don't subscribe to the channel. Get locked. We locked and loaded. We going live, too. This Saturday, Gervonta Davis versus Romeo Romero. The rollie on my wrist. Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G. Gennadiy, Golovkin, and the Trilogy. Will the Trilogy be as good as the Trilogy that Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder had? Will it be that great? I think somebody's going to sleep this time. It is not going the distance. And if I'm not mistaken, both fights went the distance. But not in the third fight. And his name is Triple G. So he know about the threes, the 3Gs. But this ain't going a distance. Somebody going to sleep. Somebody going night-night. And Ballard, I'm pulling for Triple G. Oh, Freddie Roach should be another good trainer for him. Styles may fights. Ooh, I don't know if it'll be a George Foreman type of performance because you got to remember, they're not that far apart from each other. George Foreman beat Michael Moore. Michael Moore was, I believe, in his 20s, and George Foreman was in his 40s. And that's when George Foreman became the oldest heavyweight world champ of all time. And I think he was the oldest world champ of all time, period, at that time, at 45 years old. But then Bernard Hopkins had to show off and show out. That's right, old money still spin. If you don't believe it, send it my way. So yeah. So Canelo on that movement footwork. Yeah, we gonna see, buddy. Hey, I hope everything you saying is on cue, on point. We want it to be what you talking about, champ. Champ, we want it like that. Champ. Yeah. Yeah. It's whoever you down with, you down with. Roll with who you roll with. I'm gonna call the fight. And whatever I see, I see. You can say I'm hating or whatever you want to say. I'm gonna keep it 100. I have nothing invested in the fight between both guys. I'm not making a nickel off of it. I'm just there as a commentator when they do fight. Just like this Saturday, make sure y'all tap in. Rolly versus Triple. Who I'm about to say Triple G, Rolly versus Gervonta Davis. The Tank versus the Rolly. You already know. So that already sounds like who's gonna win that. A Tank goes over a Rolly, right? A Tank will crush a Rolly. Put a Rolly down, the Tank go smash it. So we going with the Tank over the Rolly. You know, but you can have a Rolly on in a Tank. So it's all kind of ways you can play it or call it. My man's Benny in the building. Benny said, as they say, you get old in the ring. Unfortunately, I think we see Triple G's last stand. You might be talking that talk, buddy. You might know something I don't know. And Wickley split. You sound about right. So I think, hey, not only do I think Canelo Alvarez do hit harder than the last time they fought. We gonna find out, y'all. That's why we fight the fights. We fight the fights, They said, oh man, K9 need to do this and K9 need to do that. I'm gonna get in the ring and do the best I can. But I don't wanna have no regrets. Once it's over, it's over. I ain't gonna have no regrets. I did the best that I could in the sport of boxing. And not everybody can say they was viewed by probably, I would say, 100 million people. Not everybody can say that 100 million people was rooting for K9, Cornelius Bundes, or rooting for them. Not everybody can say they won world titles. They won one world title. Not everybody can even say they even fought for a world title. So I'm definitely super blessed, man. I appreciate everything that, God has done for me. I appreciate the fans, the loyal, great fans of the sport of boxing. You are the greatest fans in the world, man. Boxing is where it's at today because of the fans, along with the fighters. But, unfortunately, a lot of the young people don't know how sweet the sweet science is. And so it's easier for them to be able to gravitate to UFC because they don't know about the sweet science. They don't know. They just looking at boxing as just, okay, they only just doing one thing, throwing punches. And they watch UFC, it's like, oh man, he's slamming them and he's kicking them, and there's no skill in that. You could just pick a guy up. What's skillful about that? But to jab up, to jab down, to jab up, to jab down, to jab up, to fake down like I'm a jab again and throw a hook, it's the sweet science. And you probably don't even know how I set that up, do you? That's right. It's a setup. And I just like the way, so many ways you can set a person up in the sport of boxing. And yeah. Say rest in peace to the 19 children and 2 adults murdered in yesterday's Texas massacre. Oh man, I heard about that. It's a lot going on, boy. It's too much. Oh yeah, I think I could beat Mike Tyson. Yeah, I did it plenty of times. I beat Mike Tyson a lot. When Mike Tyson go like this, that's when you got to hit him. So yeah, I beat Mike Tyson. That's right. Yeah, they try to box. I don't want to say box. I would probably say fight. They don't box. Muhammad Ali box. Um, Ray Jones box. MMA fighters just be throwing punches. They be, throwing blows. They don't box. I ain't never saw no MMA fighter box. Boxing is different. When you say box, you talking about some moving, popping and jabbing, sliding, pulling, and that's boxing. I ain't never saw an MMA fighter box. I saw him throw some punches. You might call it boxing, but boxing is when you're moving around. In the ring, and you pop, jabbing, pop, pulling back, jabbing to the body, jabbing to the head, turning with a check hook, slap back, boxing, hitting them with the back jab, up jab, down jab, slide back, pop, 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 1, 2, turn with them. That's boxing. They ain't doing that. Nope. The hardest person in that game was Mike Tyson. Oh, MMA K-Box, bro. Yeah. Y'all up with this boy K9 tonight. 12:50. Y'all don't gotta work tomorrow, huh? You know, yesterday I thought it was Memorial Day. Yeah, they can box and probably they can box, but until they get in the ring with somebody that's a real boxer, just look at what's McGregor. McGregor could box a little bit till he got in the ring with Floyd Mayweather and he realized he can't box. So I say, you know, them guys. Well, I can't say one guy was boxing a little bit. I think his name is Diaz, one of Diaz brothers. He can box a little bit. Now he do a little boxing. He might be the only guy I see really doing a little boxing. Yeah, I don't do all that wrestling stuff. Like that's one thing I don't really agree with that UFC stuff, man. These guys be on top of each other with these little draws on, man, and it just look funny. It don't look right, you know. With no shoes on, I wouldn't feel comfortable in the ring with no shoes on, barefoot. You know, it's just I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. Another man on top of me, I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. You know, that's why I prefer boxing. You know, when a guy touching me too much or on me or grabbing me, the referee say break. They want to see a fight. Fight. Protect yourself at all times. No, brother, I'm a dog. You hear me? Yeah, I heard he was boxing a little bit, you know, but never to the elite level of a Mayweather. Not like a Mayweather. But think about it though. You gotta cross over if you want to really get that money and you're not getting it in certain sports, like Clarissa Shields did. She crossed over, went to MMA. You know, it didn't end up good for her, you know. But she did get, you know, she dared to be great. You know, she got some of the fans, you know what I mean, from MMA that followed her to her boxing career. But look what it did for James Toney. He may have lost, but he got 500,000. That's a lot of money in an MMA fight. They don't make money like that. But look at what Conor McGregor did. Conor McGregor had his very first fight. Now it's crazy that they even allowed a guy get in the ring with somebody they call TBE. Now that's let you know right there that Mayweather is not the best ever. Because if he was the best ever, they would have never allowed a guy with no fights, no pro fights in a boxing ring to get in the ring with him. You think they would ever allow any MMA fighter with no pro fights get in the ring with a young Mike Tyson? No, of course not. And if y'all saying yes, stop it. Absolutely. No, hey, Holly Holmes just, you know, exposed Ronda Rousey. She got exposed. But you gotta give credit where credit is due. Ronda Rousey is the reason why women's combat sport is what it is today. Ronda Rousey. Yeah, Kimbo Slice was probably good in MMA because he had good hands. He was a knockout artist on the streets. But in boxing, he would just be another guy. You know, but may he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. And that's just your opinion. You know, we all got opinions. Some people think Ali was the best ever. You know, some people say Sugar Ray Robinson. Some people say a guy that came out of Detroit, you know, who would beat your butt, get drunk and beat you down. They say he was better than Tommy Hearns. His name was Bernard Swibaz Mays. I don't watch MMA like that. You know, every now and then you might see me watch a fight and even order a fight, but it ain't really what I do. I don't mess with it. Rodney Rube, talk to these people on the YouTube channel. Let them know a bark, a bite, overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. So y'all ain't telling me who y'all think gonna win the fight, man. We going with Canelo or we going with Triple G? Canelo by stoppage or Triple G by stoppage? Or we see a draw and a fourth fight? You just never know, man. You just never know. You never know. No. might agree with you. Roy Jones, I think, was that guy for sure. I don't care. Even though Mike Tyson eventually got exposed when they wasn't scared of him no more. You know, like when he fought a journeyman, a couple of journeymans that beat him, and Buster Douglas wasn't scared of him. You know, you gotta fight the bully back. And you know, I remember a bully kept on messing with me when I was a kid. I told my mom and them, man, and they was just okay, haha. They didn't take it serious. So I jumped on a bully back with a stick with nails in it, was hitting him. He left me alone. You gotta fight the bully back, and he'll leave you alone. I kind of think it's the other way around. Yeah, that's right. You got to walk Mike Tyson back. That's one thing Mike Tyson, you know, didn't ever learn is like somebody try to walk you back, you got to turn. Or let a big man bigger than you put all their weight on your legs and wear your legs out in the later rounds. So somebody try to grab you, you got to slide back or let them grab you. And you got to make a turn. You got to turn. 93, what up, 93? 93 and the boy. Let's go, champ. Where we at? I don't know, man. Listen, a lot of things we can't do. We gonna do it. Also, free you a girl. I didn't know that you was a girl on this boy. Say, I'm a Mayweather girl for real. TMT fire. Okay. 93. What's up, champ? Tyson was only 23 years old when he fought Douglas and had already 37 fights. Dang, he's only 23? I didn't know that. I know he became the oldest world champ in the heavyweight division of all time um, at the age of 21 years old when he knocked out um, Trevor Berbick. See, I know my history, champ. MMA King Box. And it's all cap, you know, Jake Paul calling out Triple G. I mean, when Jake Paul calling out Canelo Alvarez. And do you think Jake Paul could do anything with Triple G if Triple G was to beat Canelo Alvarez? But Canelo Alvarez ain't falling for the drama. You know, Jake Paul is just trying to gain fame off his name and off Mike Tyson's name and just throwing names out there. Just anything that can help his brand. You know, I remember Jake Paul called me when I was training Ben Askren, and they calling me and trying to play a prank on me. Him and his girlfriend Jadion Love. You know, but it didn't work. Triple G would murder Jake Paul. Canelo Alvarez would murder Jake Paul. I heard Floyd was out of shape. I still ain't saw that yet. I need to go check that out. How did Floyd? Did y'all see when Floyd fought? I don't know the guy first name. His name was Moore though. Some guy named Moore. How did that fight turn? I mean, I know Floyd won, but some people said Floyd had a stomach on him. That's hard to believe because Floyd always was in great shape. I never saw him out in a fight without a six pack. So I don't know. Talk to me in the chat. Talk to me. But it's going down, y'all. September 17th. Triple G versus Canelo Alvarez. Who y'all got winning, bro? Talk to me. Y'all ain't talking to me. Y'all ain't letting me know who y'all think gonna win. You know? Forget Jake Paul. Jake Paul is an opportunist. I ain't mad at him. You know, get that money. But we talking about the real boxers. The real boxers. We talking about Canelo Alvarez. Do y'all think that loss with Dmitry Bivol took a lot from him, took a lot out of him? Do y'all think he would be the same after his second loss? You know, he went years winning fights after the Floyd Mayweather fight. One more loss, and it can be over with for him. I think the loser between Canelo Alvarez and Triple G will retire. Let me rewind that. Triple G, Canelo Alvarez, both must win. The loser goes home, and the winner goes on. We find out real soon. Oh, he was playing with that boy. See what I'm saying? I might take a look at it when I get off this boy. We gonna find. We gonna find out real soon, champ. Champ talk. We gonna find out real soon. How long? How long, champ? I can't say soon. I can't say real soon because let's think about it. We talk about September, and you know, Floyd like to fight on Cinco de Mayo Day and the days that Canelo gonna fight. So don't be surprised if Floyd don't fight somebody big in September. Don't be surprised. Now remember, okay, now I told y'all he gonna probably fight somebody with a big name, in September. Don't be surprised if Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight in September. I think September is gonna be a big month for boxing. It's gonna be a real big month for boxing. It's gonna be a lot of big fights in September. This September might be the biggest September in boxing history as far as the best fights, the greatest fights ever. Triple G's fighting Canelo in a trilogy. I think Terence Crawford is gonna fight Errol Spence. A fight that we want to see. Everybody and their mama want to see it. While they in their prime, before they end up like Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, past their prime. But if they can make the money that Mayweather and Pacquiao made, get it. But I think that they should be offered a lot of money so they do fight in their prime, so they won't just wait like, no, give me this. Because I heard that Terence Crawford want that Mayweather money. And why shouldn't he want it? Because listen, they gonna give a better fight than Manny Pacquiao and Floyd, guaranteed. So why shouldn't they get somewhat that kind of money? The fans want to see it. I can guarantee you that the superstars gonna be there from Beyonce and Jay-Z and Shaq and everybody gonna be at that fight. All the superstars that the people know and like and appreciate. I won't be there. That might be a day the terrorists might decide they want to show up and try to show up. I would be right here, Lord willing, on a live covering the fight. Oh, Spencer's definitely in his prime. You must ain't saw his last fight or the fight before that. Yeah, he just can't play no more games. He can't, be out drinking and partying and all that kind of stuff no more. You got to take boxing serious, like he is, and you can tell he is. Just got to stay active, And that's what hurt me in my career. I just didn't stay active enough. Fighting once a year is not going to get it, champ. It's not going to get it. It's not going to get it, champ. You got to stay active. And if I haven't agreed anything to what you said so far, Playground, I'm definitely agreeing with you on this one. It's a 50-50 fight. It's a toss-up. Anybody can win that fight. Anybody can get it. Africans, Dominicans, Publicans, live on pay-per-view. Or you could just come to K-Now Boxing. And I'm going to break that boy down. You hear me? Break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down. Got to break it down. So, yeah, the big news of the night, though, for real, today, or yesterday, because it's 1 p.m. Eastern time, is Canelo Alvarez has made his decision. He said, I'm not fighting Dmitry Bivol. Not in my next fight. I'm fighting Triple G. And who want to bet push-ups that if he beats Triple G, he still ain't fighting Dmitry Bivol. What's up, Miss Khan? How you doing, champ? What's happening, champ? How you doing? I used to train this young lady right here, Sarah Khan, in the building. Yeah, Sarah Khan, you gotta holler at me. You know I'm on YouTube now, girl. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Show your trainer some love. You know, or bark or bite or overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing, Sarah Khan. That's where we at, girl. You ain't never subscribed to my channel? What's wrong with you? Quit drinking so much coffee. You'll be all right. Go walk and read, girl. Yeah, Adrian Brunner. I think Adrian Brunner got a fight coming up. Yeah, I think he got a fight coming up. You know what? It could have put a lot of miles on him, but hey, he ain't had that many miles on him anyway. So the miles that he might have on him, he can deal with, because guess what? He's still a young man. I got to continue to tell y'all I won my world title at 37. And you know, Spencer and Crawford and them boys ain't 37. You know, them boys is 33, 32 or younger. So, you know, they got a lot left. And yeah, I know you did, Sarah. I already know what it is. Look at me. Same thing. Coffee. Trying to stay up. I was sleeping a while ago, but look at me. 2 hours and 32 minutes on this boy. Get at me. Team K9 in the building. Yeah, a bark, a bite, a overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. And it's yours. Truly, the champ. The oldest world champ in junior middleweight history. Spencer's 32. That's right. That's a young man, boy. I got my world title at 37. 32, I was fresh, you know. Hand down, man down. But guess what? He took it and shook it. You already know what it is. He took it and shook it. For sure. Yeah, Sarah, you got to get you an account. Go to YouTube. K9 Boxing. Go hit the subscribe button, girl. That's where we at. Everybody on Facebook, they always come here to K9 Boxing. You got to go to K9 Boxing, Sarah. So when I go live, you could actually tap in with me one day. I can send you a link. You could chop it up with me live. Let them know what you're doing, you know, where you at and all that good stuff. But yeah, Adrian Broner got a fight coming up. He says he's serious. He's back to being AB. The can man. Anybody can get it. Africans, Dominicans, Republicans, Jamaicans, whoever. Triple G versus Canelo Alvarez. Y'all see what it say on the screen. September 17th. Who y'all got winning? That's still young, Otero. 35 is still young, bro. But until that fight happens, we going to talk about the fight we know that's happening on paper. Canelo. Canelo couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe that he lost to Bivol. Like, when they said the winner is, and still, because, you know, Canelo was trying to take Dmitry Bivol's belt. They said, and still, he was like, shook his head like, I can't believe it, you know? Can't believe it. And yeah, guess what? They gave it to Dmitry Bivol, the man who really won. Yeah, I think Keith Thurman's best days are behind him. Hey, hey, listen, he sold his brand big time though. Yeah, I don't know about that one, champ. That's a good one. Daenerys been looking good, you know what I mean? But Ignu, if that's how you pronounce his name, he's very underrated. Top guy, top 5, pound for pound. But Daenerys, listen, boy, old money still spent. You know, I'm always going with old school, the old heads. You feel me? I did it. It can be done. You probably did. I think one time, lost that one time, and man, ain't been the same. You know, word on the street, so he be getting it in, and that could catch up with you in the long run. Look at Allen Iverson. One minute he on top of the world, next minute they trying to get him to come off the bench. And you talking about practice? See, hey, it catch up with you in the long run. You can't do it forever. You can't play boxing. You can play basketball though, but for how long? NFL, buddy, not for long. I don't think Boots is ready for Spence, but he got skills, and he would be dangerous. Skills pay the bills, and styles make fights. So he could possibly beat Errol Spence if Errol Spence took him lightly, like, oh, this guy's a baby, he's a kid in the game. Boy, oh boy, that's a fight I wouldn't even take. It ain't enough money in that fight. Get that money against Terrence Crawford because the money is there. He would be going backwards and fight Boots. We want to see that as fans, but it's all about how much you're gonna get paid. Do I take Boots Enos because the fans want to see it, or because I'm not getting a fight with Terrence Crawford, or do I say let's make the fight with Terrence Crawford and break the bank, rob the bank like Floyd did against Manny Pacquiao with no gun? This is a stick up. I don't know about no Manny Pacquiao son. Until he do something, I ain't gonna comment on him yet. He got a long way to go. Speaking of sons of legends, look what happened to Holyfield's son. I remember seeing him in the amateurs, and a young kid from Demetrius Salidas Promotions beat him, and I was like, whoa, he ain't ready yet. Next thing you know, he turned pro. I still think he should have stayed amateur a little longer, to develop a little bit more, and then go pro. But, a lot of these guys you can't talk to, you can't tell them nothing. And when you're a grown man, you can make up your mind. You can do what you want to do. Nobody can tell you what to do when you're a grown man. You feel me? But, somebody that's been there and done that gives you free advice, you take it and run with it. I like Shane Mosley Jr., and his dad, Sugar Shane Mosley Sr., is one of my favorite fighters to watch. That boy was a monster. He don't get the credit he deserved as a pro fighter, but he definitely was one of my favorite. Top 5. One time is trying to come back ASAP. He been calling out guys that was calling him out. My, oh my, how things change. They call it karma. I call it life. What goes around comes around. It's like what goes up comes down. September 17th is going down, y'all. Somebody, I believe, is going night-night. And somebody retiring. September 17th will be the last time I think we either see Triple G or Canelo Alvarez. Last time in the ring. Somebody is going to sleep. Somebody retiring. And we going to see if I'm right or wrong. What up, Jimmy? Jimmy, what's happening? Appreciate you for tapping in. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all tap in. Boxing knowledge. What up, though? We need some boxing knowledge on this boy. Because, you know, we got some boxing knowledge on this boy. But literally, we got boxing knowledge on this boy. A bark, a bite, a overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing, boxing knowledge. Get at me, champ. Let's go, champ. We in this boy for the long run. We at May 25th. It's a whole nother day. Yeah, so hey, I think Canelo has the advantage. I think Canelo gonna win, but I'm pulling for Triple G. Now let's not get it twisted, and let's remember what I said and how I said it. I said I think Canelo gonna win because my wife seems to be getting it wrong. Because just because I said I think somebody gonna win, but then I said somebody else is gonna win, you know, it's not the same. I think Canelo gonna win. I'm pulling for Triple G. So if Triple G win, I'm gonna be happy. But if Canelo wins, I'm gonna say I thought it was gonna happen. So let's get it right now. But I'm pulling for Triple G. 2 reasons. Number 1 reason is Jonathan Banks, one of the homies, the big homie I know, sparred with and all that. You know, grew up with in the gym. It's his trainer out of the Krung gym. So that's the number 1 reason why I'm pulling with Triple G. The second reason I'm pulling with Triple G is because Triple G seems to be a humble young man. I'm not saying Canelo ain't humble, but, you know, I don't want to see Triple G go out on his back. You know, he's been good for boxing. I'm not saying Canelo ain't good for boxing. I'm pulling for Triple G, mainly more for the fact that, you know, Jonathan Banks is his trainer. But boxing needs Canelo to win. Because if Canelo wins, there's still big fights out there for him to have. Caleb Plant, rematch. David Benavidez, Jamal Charlo. The rematch between him and Dimitri Bivol. I mean, it's just a lot that could be done, or a lot of fights that can be made with Canelo Alvarez. No sirree. Crawford versus Spence. And even though both guys are black guys, and a lot of people don't support, you know, those guys or each other like that, and it's you know, they like to see a brother versus another, and that gets more action or more vibes than anything. But no, I think Crawford versus Spence, all out war, great fight. Somebody must go for sure. And I agree. Triple G did get robbed the first fight. Yeah, he did. Yep. Jimmy, what up, Jimmy? It's Jimmy. What's up, Jimmy? What's up, champ? There you go. I feel the same way, bro. Playground. You can't play with my yo-yo. No. Don't try to play me out. Even though it's late, I ain't going to sleep. Nah. Me. That's who. I wonder when they stand next to each other, though, how they going to look, you know, compared to the second time they fought, compared to the first time they fought. Will Triple G look bigger than Canelo? Or will Canelo look actually bigger than Triple G? Because Canelo has gained weight. He didn't get bigger, you know. He punching harder. He's stronger. I think he's stronger than Triple G now. You know, I really do. And man, I wouldn't mind being in camp with Triple G and Jonathan Banks. I wouldn't mind being, assistant trainer. I know a little bit about the sport of boxing. I won a couple of belts. Not one, two. So I know what I'm talking about. I know what I see. And I'm good at strategizing. I done been in plenty camps. I'm talking about from Miguel Cotto camps to Klitschko camps to my own camp, you know, the Donna Stevenson camps, and you know what I mean, just to name a few, you know. And I got ready for Corey Spinks twice, Andy Lee camps, and I even sparred Tyson Fury. Let me rewind that. I even sparred Tyson Fury, so I've been there and done that. You already know what it is, boy. Etero said K9 versus Spinks. I landed 47% of his power punches, 66 out of 141. KO'd him in the 7th round. Do your homework, Dan Champ. Do your homework. A lot of cats don't be doing their homework. They be on here talking about some, who are you? Champ talk. It's the champ. The one and only. K9 has gotten so slow. Canelo has gotten so slow. I'm like, K9 has gotten, no, Canelo. I don't know. What weight? You go get slower if you gain weight. You feel me? Whoever gain weight gonna get slower. That's why a lot of muscle men be like this. Take them a year to get the punch off because they got all the muscles, you know. So yeah, you're gonna be slower. One thing about me though, even though I'm cut up like what up, and I got guns, I'm real fast. I get to the point real quick. The doc told me I got fast twitch muscles. Let me rewind that. Exactly. I got fast twitch muscles. You hear me? Stop it! I don't agree though. I think Canelo, still fast. Well, he ain't as fast as he was. He don't try to be fast anymore. He try to throw number power punches. He a power puncher now. He ain't definitely ain't slow, but he don't try to be fast. I think he still got some speed, but he ain't as fast as he used to be. He a little older now, and he done gained weight. Well, right now he's a defensive-minded coach because, Triple G is paying him to help him with his defense. So there you have it. At K9 Boxing, he's a defensive coach. With Canelo Alvarez, you pay me $1 million or more. What do you want me to teach you? You want to box? All right. You want to box? Oh, you want to fight like Mike Tyson? You gonna fight like Mike Tyson? Oh, you want to do the shoulder roll? Oh, they call it the Philly shell? Okay, it's the Philly shell. Whatever you want to do, it's all on you. Just pay me. Hurry up and pay me. Pay me. I don't know. I don't know, champ. I don't know. Free. Free at last. Free at last. Man, we need to stop going to war. I hope we can get some peace in this, boy. You hear me? Man, prayers up for the Bunches family. We definitely need y'all in prayer. Sweet Peaches Treats is in this, boy. I want to learn Shakur Stevenson style of boxing. And hey, K9. Hey, what's up, champ? Champ! What it do? Shakur Stevenson do got skills. I ain't gonna lie to you, he do. I thought he was gonna stop it. I thought he was gonna stop his last opponent. I'm in Birmingham, MJ. Is that MJ? Michael Jordan? Oh, Marquand Jenkins. What up, MJ? I'm in Michigan, champ. That's where we at. Dogs are us. Let's go, champ. It's K9. In case y'all don't know who this is, it's me. It's me, the champ. That's his name, Valdez. Right. Hashtag Jesus for life. Get at me, champ. Yeah, we in Michigan, y'all. The home of fighters. Some of the best fighters in the world from Michigan. Floyd Mayweather, Clarissa Shields, Tommy Hearns, Joe Louis, Ray Robinson, K9 Bundrich. The dog is here. Give a dog a bone. Oh, you live in Grand Rapids? Oh, Michigan in the house. Let's go, MJ. Michigan in this boy. You hear me? Detroit versus everybody. You already know what it is. A bark, a bite, overhand right. Let's go, champ. Appreciate you for tapping in. Detroit's in the building, you know. We all we got. I got you. I'm from 313. Detroit basketball and boxing and football. Well, not football, because boy, we can't never win a game. We can't win a playoff game. We can't get to the playoffs. Man, I hope in my lifetime the Detroit Lions win the Super Bowl. If that could happen, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. Give a dog a bone then, champ. Yeah, we already talking about Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G. You know, Triple G can fight anytime Michael Jordan sponsor you. You know, he hasn't sponsored that many boxers. He sponsored Andre Ward. He sponsored Triple G. I don't think he ever sponsored Floyd, you know. Floyd, I think, you know, sponsored himself. The money team, you know. And he made a good brand and made a big name for himself, you know, with I'll Make It Rain. And changing his name from Pretty Boy to Money Mayweather, that was definitely genius, you know. And boy, oh boy, did he rob the bank. Yes, he did. When he fought Canelo Alvarez, it's a few times he robbed the bank. Getting in the ring with the Big Show. Come on, man. We all know it's fake, but some reason, somehow, people thought that he actually beat the Big Show. And, you know, a lot of people think that he didn't beat Castillo. And, you know, that's why he fought him a second time. A lot of people think that Floyd Mayweather lost to Madonna. You know, and I don't think he lost to him, but he fought him twice because of that. Boy, Shane Mosley rocked him, but he came back like a true warrior, like he from Detroit. That's right, and got the dub. So you know, Mayweather will go down in history as one of the best fighters of all time. I don't know if I could say he's on the top 10 list, you know, but I definitely know for sure he was definitely the smartest businessman in boxing, you know, or had the smartest team because they got that man millions. I'm talking about lots of millions. If I'm not mistaken, they got him $400 million in one night when he fought Manny Pacquiao. Let me rewind that. He got $400 million. Stop it! Wow. I remember back in the day, people used to always tell us, man, I'll fight Mike Tyson for $1 million. He could just swing and I'll just fall and go straight to the bank. $1 million ain't nothing now when it comes to boxing. Boy, you can get a basketball contract. They paying for real, for real. Big money. Big money. Basketball contracts. Real talk. So, boy, ain't nothing like being a boxer right now, especially if you got some skills. You know, you ain't got nothing to lose, especially if you're a high school dropout or if you ain't got, you know what I'm saying, your dad in your life. You know what I mean? You know, hey, that boxing saved my life. God used boxing to save my life. I won 2 world titles, man, and I haven't looked back since then. Ended up getting saved and everything. You hear me? Real talk. Yes, definitely. I'm doing a watch party this Saturday, so y'all definitely make sure y'all tap in. If y'all tapping in now, y'all just tapping in. Y'all hit the like button, man. Show your boy K9 Bunker some love. Hit the like button, share the video, tell your friend to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, sweet peaches, that is what's up. Yes, indeed. Any more predictions? What would happen in a fight with Canelo Alvarez and Triple G? Talk to me. Yo, Toro, what happens when Canelo Alvarez steps in the ring with Triple G? Oh yeah, for sure, man. I made it off the streets. Left selling drugs alone. Stopped that. Stopped drinking. Stopped smoking weed. All that. Where my rich hitters at? Then we're gonna have these boys on here trying to spam. I don't know how you could be that nasty to be out here on that foolishness. But they out here. What's Houdini had a song called "The Freaks Come Out at Night." The freaks come out at night. Man, watch it. AIDS is real. And so is Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G. September 17th. Live on DAZN pay-per-view. Now that's bold though, because DAZN, when they first came in the game, they said they was gonna kill pay-per-view. And that fights, it wasn't gonna, they weren't gonna have they fights weren't gonna be on pay-per-view. But not only do you have to have DAZN, you gotta order pay-per-view. And that's bold. What's up though, champ? What's up? What it do? What do? Tell me. Hi. What SB talking about? I just came here to say hi. Okay, appreciate you. Who you got, Haney or Cambosis? I'm rolling with Haney, but it's gonna be hard. Hashtag Jesus for life. Hey, a Shiva Shah, it's a money grab. At the end of the day, both guys gonna get paid, and you're gonna see a lot of blood this fight. I think somebody gonna seriously get hurt. I mean, Triple G is 40, but I don't know Shiva Shah. If you know, I won my first world title at 37 and won my second world title at the age of 41 years old. So 40 ain't that old when you take care of yourself. You gotta remember it's a different day and era where you got so many different machines and supplements you can take. The body is a lot different than it was back in the day. Yeah, but it's unfortunately that Canelo is his own man and he's the cash cow. And no matter who he fight, when he fights, he gonna make money. And we would want to see him fight Charlo or Benavidez, but shoot, he just lost his last fight, and he ain't stepping in the ring with nobody he gonna have to chase, and nobody that he feel like got a chance to beat him. So that's the reason why we got Canelo Alvarez versus Gennadiy Golovkin in this next fight. Oh yeah, of course I'm definitely a fighter. Yeah. I'm a 2-time boxing world champion. I'm the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. Let me rewind that. I'm the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. And guess what? Shiva Shah, I am too. Soleil, what up though, champ? What's happening? I hope so though, Etero. I hope you're right, champ. I hope so. I don't know. I know that Jenkins that Andre is not getting the big fights, and that's the reason why Eddie Hearn said he's about to let him go out his contract at this next fight because it's hard. He too good for his own good, and that's unfortunately, being a southpaw. Everybody ain't breaking down the door to fight, trying to fight you. Trust me. That's why you gotta be a switch hitter if you have to. But yeah, at least he made millions. Before it was all over with. Before he decided to say I'm done, he made millions. And in this world, most people want to be rich. I don't know nobody don't want to be rich. Even though the Bible says it's harder for a rich man to get to heaven, it's easier for a camel to walk through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get to heaven. And that's deep. Real talk. All right, free peace. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hope you subscribe to the channel. Definitely hit the notifications because we own this boy. And he just might fight him. You know, he say he done, but he hasn't been stripped yet of the belt. And WBC said they gonna wait. He got time. He can say when he retired, whenever he want to. WBC be, kissing butt. Just to be honest with you, when you a superstar, listen. They don't want to mess that money up. They ain't gonna force you to give up the belt because then you can fight. He got such a big name. He ain't got to fight for a belt. Yeah, age ain't nothing but a number. Like I said, I won my first world title at 37. Shaw. And won it again at 41. Oh, it's all good split. So we do, sweet peaches. That's what we do, champ. We here. Ah! Y'all make sure y'all, when we get off this boy, y'all go watch The Contender. For those that didn't see The Contender, the reality show I was on, when the reality shows first came out, promoted by Sylvester Stallone, hosted by Sugar Ray Leonard, where I became a fan favorite. Go check out The Contender, season 2. I was 11 years old when I first started boxing. But I only fought for 2 weeks because Mr. Logan wouldn't put me in the ring. So I came back to the sport of boxing. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you. I came back to the sport of boxing at the age of 18. I turned pro at 21. I won my first world title 16 years later at the age of 37. And then I lost my title, which I think I was cheated out of the title. But I won a title in Mexico, Cancun, Mexico, at the age of 41, and I still hold the record as the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. So yeah, God is good, y'all. I do remember Jaden. I actually saw Jaden Currington at the amateur tournaments. Yep. He a police officer now too. You just never know what boxing might take you. Just never know. No. You never know. You just never know. Yep. Yeah, he did. For sure. All right. Appreciate you for tapping in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Because, yeah, definitely. We be bringing real content. Oh, I got you. Hashtag dogs are us. It's your boy Cornelius K9 Bunches. Let's go, champ, for sure. Oh, yeah, for sure. You gotta, yeah. Y'all check out The Contender. When y'all get off this boy, go watch The Contender. Real good reality show. Real reality. You hear me? Real reality. Real reality, champ. I only had 10 amateur fights. Yeah, 10 amateur fights. Then I turned pro. Took a long time to get the bag, but I got it. Got it. Just the rollie on my wrist. But I think Rolly gonna miss. He gonna lose and be pissed. I think Tank got this weekend. Make sure y'all tap in. We on this boy live tomorrow too. Definitely trying to grow the channel so y'all gonna see me on here a lot more often. Champ talk. Let's go, champ. A bark, a bite. Over here right. Welcome to K9 Boxer. And I'm the host, y'all. 2-time world champion, this boy. You hear me? Say, when are we going to Little K9 on the big screen? Oh, man, when y'all demand him to be on the big screen. Are you talking about pro? Sooner than later. What you know about Lil K9, champ, huh? What you know about the champ, Lil K9? Oh, yeah, yep. Go watch it. That's right. The Contender is actually on this channel right here. Go watch when I beat Michael Clark, the very first episode. Go watch when I fought and beat Walter Wright. That was a great one too. No. I may agree to disagree with you on this one. Yeah, Sweet Peaches, but go check it out though, for sure. Go check it out. Oh yeah, where you from? So they just let loose 50 rounds. Where you from though, champ? They out there like that. You must be in Chicago. They be dumping for real, for real. Oh yeah. You're bringing back memories. But let's talk about season 2. Huh? Talk to me. Oh, you said SEDC? Yeah. Oh, my man's in Italy. My man Taro says it's 8 in the morning in Italy. Yeah, you a bad man, boy. Shoot, it's I think pound for pound is later where I'm at. It's 141. And I got up early to train my people. Illy and this boy, where y'all from? Everybody in this boy, y'all are over this boy. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. And if Triple G was to beat Canelo Alvarez, what do y'all think he would beat him with? Will you think it's gonna be a left hook, a right hook to the body? Is he go outbox? If Canelo beats Triple G, what do you think Canelo gonna beat Triple G with? A jab, a hook, a right hook, left hook to the body? What? Oh, my man from Detroit, Joy Road, Detroit in the building. Let's go, champ. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hit the subscribe button, brother. And hit that bell, that notifications. Detroit's in the building. Detroit versus everybody. Italy in this boy. Let's go, y'all. What y'all talking about? Canelo Alvarez in this boy. It ain't over yet. Listen, we gonna definitely see if he can, boy. He been boxing lately. I don't know if he gonna be able to outbox Canelo, and he'll look funny trying to outbox Canelo. He's the boogeyman, He Triple G. Triple G ain't trying to outbox people, or is he? He has changed his style a little bit, so I don't know. We sure will see real soon. They need to do a lot of promotion for that fight. They need to get some behind the scenes stuff right now leading up to the fight. Don't let it just sneak up on us. I think my man owns something right here. Oh, you say I know you. You're just not gonna say the name, huh? Okay. Hashtag dogs us then, right? Oh boy, yeah, man. And it's sad that I really did a number on Norberto Bravo. He hasn't been the same, man. I mean, I did him real bad. I did him so bad. I remember Floyd told me. He said, "Man," he said, "What Berto did to Bravo, Berto had my leftovers." Floyd told me that about Bravo because, man, I beat the brakes off Bravo at the Staples Center, and I was mad at him. At the same time, I did it for my sister. My sister was murdered, so man, I was focused, and I was doing that for my sister. At the same time, Bravo was kind of hating on me on the show. I didn't know that till I saw the show when I got home. because it was tape delayed and we wasn't able to see what they was actually taping. So when I got home and saw him kind of hating on me, talking about some K9, why you holding? I'm like, man, this guy on my team and talking about why am I holding? Oh boy, I had to make him feel it. Oh yeah, it's been a long time though, so I'm good. Wiggly split. It's all good, champ. It's all good in the hood. And we might be on what's good in the hood in the morning. I don't know, boy. If I don't hurry get off this boy, it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, but it's all good, man. God is good, y'all. Hashtag Jesus for life. You already know what it is, you know. Detroit in the house, without a doubt. Triple G versus Canelo Alvarez, September 17th. And in September, let's hope Errol Spence fights Terrence Crawford. Yes, indeed. And before the end of the year, you know, let's get Tyson Fury back in the ring. You know, hopefully, I think he's more focused. He stays out of trouble when he's boxing. You know, just pray he okay when he actually decides to retire. But it's a lot of good possibility of big fights that could happen. Hopefully, we see Gervonta Davis now that he's a free agent in the ring with somebody like Devin Haney if he can win, or Kambosos if he win, whoever it may be. I want to see him in there with one of the guys, the top guys. I think that weight class actually has the most talent, like Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Kambosos, Tefimo Lopez. What talent. But the best don't fight the best. Oh, anything can happen, champ. Oh yeah. I remember like Sugar Hill got Tyson Fury at the same time, Jonathan Banks is from Crunks. He got Triple G, but both guys on their last leg. Fury talking about retiring, and Triple G, if he lose, gonna retire most likely. So Crunk gonna be Crunk, I feel like really there ain't no more Crunk, really, to a certain extent. It's just really the legacy that Manuel Stewart left. The best days are behind, and even though it's a Crunk gym in Michigan, it's really about the kids at the Crunks now versus real Crunk fighters. And nobody's coming to Crunk gym like they used to anymore because the original Crunk gym is burnt down. So, but I'm happy that the name is still existing and it's still being carried on, and people are still supporting Crunks and buying T-shirts and jackets and leathers and all that from the accomplishments of what Emmanuel Stewart and the Crunk fighters, such as myself, did for the sport of boxing. I'm actually the last original fighter to come out of Crunks that was world champ, and the last person that was on TV with the great Emmanuel Stewart before he passed. I got a lot of history with Crunk. I actually stayed down the street from Crunks, so I'm Crunk for life. Crunk is my neighborhood. I grew up down the street from Crunks. I stayed on Scott and McGraw. Y'all do your homework. Champ talking this boy. So I'm rooting for Triple G, but I think Canelo Alvarez is going to take him. But it is what it is. I call it ace of ace and a spade of spade, and I just call it like it is, Whether I got somebody that's my friend training somebody, I just got to tell you as a real one, not a biased commentator or YouTuber. I just got to keep it 100 with you boys, you hear me? And girls. We got boys and girls on this boy for shizzle. Hashtag dogs are us. So who y'all got winning? Canelo or Triple G? You think Canelo done faded since that fight with Bivol? Y'all think he gonna be the same? Or is he gonna come back with a vengeance? Or is Triple G catching Canelo Alvarez at the right time. Time will tell. Yes, time will tell. So definitely, y'all keep God first, man. I appreciate y'all. We gonna tap in again tomorrow for Shizzle. Canelo's on a mission after his recent loss, and he's not going to let Triple G stop him from being great. And definitely, I agree with you on that 100%. A bark, a bite, overhand right. It's about almost that time for the champ to say goodnight. Yeah, that could be true too, but hey, young. He can get away with murder because he's young. Figure of speech now, because a lot of people has been getting killed, man. A lot of stuff been going on, so figure of speech. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff going on, y'all. But yeah, bro, I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Let's talk tomorrow. A bark, a bite. K9 saying good night. I ain't going nowhere, not no time soon, champ. Nowhere soon. Just like y'all thought that just because Canelo Alvarez lost that he was gonna retire. No, stop it. He ain't going nowhere. That boy's still working. You hear me? He said, I'm gonna fight the boogeyman again. Now, is Triple G still the boogeyman? Because it don't look like to me anybody's scared to fight him anymore. Talk to me. After Daniel Jacobs exposed Triple G, everybody been trying to fight him, and Cass been looking good against him. Normally, Triple G will get you up out of there. Cass be running from him. It ain't been the case, though. Triple G trying to box now, you know? They all agreed that later on in his career, he should be trying to box, though, for real, for real. I don't think he should be trying to box. He should be doing what got him to where he at. But hey, he's trying to make adjustments, and it's the sweet science. Can he do it? He gonna need everything and some to defeat Canelo Alvarez. He gonna have to change, the age. From, I think 40 years old. He gonna have to fight like he 32. He gonna have to do what he gotta do. We gonna see what it do. It won't be long. How long? Not long at all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button and quit playing. Oh yeah, it might be easy work. We gonna find out. I don't know. Both guys getting paid. Trainers getting paid. It's an event. Everybody getting paid. I might make a few dollars on that boy too. You know, we all getting paid, champ. No, I don't agree. Shoot, I don't. Canelo's a lot younger. He ain't been hit hard by the person he got hit hard by out of all people, I think, was Triple G. But since then he didn't learn from that, done fought bigger guys, and he's coming down in weight back to where he's in normal, where he's actually comfortable at. And it's gonna be real. It is going down, champ. I don't know if I can say that it's easy money, but because one thing you gotta do is you gotta train. So it's never easy to go train. I don't agree. Canelo is a young 31, man. Yeah, I think most of his fights he fought over in Mexico. He fought guys he knew he can beat. He fought Floyd Mayweather, who couldn't hurt him. I mean, when had you ever even saw Canelo even hurt? Like, Canelo defense is underrated. So I'm just saying, y'all. I'm calling the ace, a spade a spade. And we can agree to disagree. That's life. We call that life. Life, y'all. It's life. Yep. I agree with you on that one too. But yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was cheating, but they some actually cities allow you to drink Gatorade in the corner. That's crazy, but they do. Some of them allow you to drink it. That's life, though, y'all. That's life. Yeah. But man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good night, and let's talk again tomorrow at K9 Boxing. Let's go, champ.